Just like you thought. Hang out in Mexico for a while. Let those boys sweat their butts off. I'll come to work on Tuesday before we start. What is up, y'all? How you living? Opening drive, Jeff Sibieta, JJ Buck, San Josue. Jason's in today, producing on ProView. What's good, y'all?
Thank goodness it's over.
Hey, you got to be thankful, man. He gave us stuff to talk about for the last month.
We did it. It was the same story every day.
Well, I know, but we still talked about it, right?
Now we can talk about real football. Games this weekend.
Oh, yes.
College football.
I don't like the opening game, though.
Gigantic storylines in the Mountain West involving the New Mexico Lobos, involving one of the best weekends this league has ever seen, but Ezekiel Elliott.
I want to talk about Zeke.
Yeah,
the airport. Let's put up a helicopter and watch him. I mean, who wants to talk about football?
Right? Who would actually want to talk about football? You just want to see that man signing autographs saying, I hope it gets done.
I hope it gets
See y'all later.
No, I'm ready.
It's done.
And he walks away.
6-year extension.
6
years, $90 million, $50 million guaranteed. You all right?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, whatever. All right, we done talking about it now?
We done. He's the cowboy for life.
All right,
That's what this deal does.
Yeah, whatever. All right, lots to do today. We got the best week. You think it's the best weekend the Mountain West has ever had?
It's close.
Can they continue that?
True road win at Florida State.
Yeah, no, I'd have to go look back. I haven't thought about it.
Other programs stepping up.
If Utah State would have won,
Getting two at home
at 5-2 would have been really good because you'd had two on the road.
There's been bigger wins. Boise State's had bigger wins.
Yeah, but not combined with the rest of the league.
Get Nevada involved. You get Wyoming. Pretty good.
All right. I guess. Yeah, it was good. All right, Adam Deal's going to be here. Is that right?
It's Wednesday.
So he's coming in today. He's still coming.
Real deal segment.
All right. Bob Davie still. So here's what I do know. This much I have. Chris Fowler said on TV that Bob Davie had been released from the hospital. That's not right. At least as of yesterday afternoon. Okay. Now there was a chance he was going to get out last night or this morning or today, but as of yesterday when we spoke, he was not out of the hospital, and that was one of those things where it just seemed a little flippant, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Which is not really like Chris Fowler and that crew. But I think he probably heard that he's doing better and so took it that way. But the coordinators are still running the Lobos through closed practices. They'll be open for a half hour today from 9:45 to 10:15, and then it'll be closed. Fortunate scheduling, certainly with the off week this week, wouldn't you say?
Yes, and it's something you don't want to rush a decision, you want to let it play out, but all the speculation, what people have heard, I don't know how that Bob Davie gets on an airplane and coaches that Notre Dame game.
With everything that you're hearing out there, and there's part of you that wants to say, if all the whispers are true and everything you're hearing, you just want to say, Bob, take care of you. Yeah. Just take care of you before you get on an airplane and go deal with that again. But word is, he wants to coach again. That's what we're hearing. So this will develop over the next week. I got to believe by next Monday, somebody maybe will come on our show in that slot, right? But at a concern for the man, with everything that you're hearing that happened, and you all have the Twitter. Mm-hmm. You all read the Twitter. There's nothing official, but you all have it. You just want to say,
I don't even know how someone would allow him to do that.
You mean medically?
Like he'd get to you can get on an airplane and go coach a football game.
So you mean doctor?
Yeah.
Especially what Rudy said yesterday, that he passed out and they couldn't find a pulse. That's pretty scary stuff.
Yes. That is scary. If that, in fact, is the truth, yes, that is scary stuff. Meanwhile, Lobos move on. It's an interesting week, right? A quiet week. But you sit here and say, okay, what's going on? What do they do this week? You game planning? Is it like a mini camp? Are you getting Tavaka in? Are you trying to figure out who's in charge? Like what a bizarre week, right? After week 1 to have a week off before you go play Notre Dame.
I think it's probably more camp focused.
You think so?
And just, all right, guys, each position group watched the film. They got a sense of what Bryant Hughes and Sean Jones can do in this offense. Start seeing Tavaka and get more and more reps. And then you're left with that question again, who's the quarterback? I think by New Mexico State.
What happens by then? What happens then?
That's when you got to decide on a guy you're willing to start multiple weeks.
So the guy who starts that week would be the guy that you say.
I think this is a game in which multiple quarterbacks will play because why not?
Well, yes, this week, yes.
Notre Dame is controlling that contest. I think by New Mexico State, whoever is in charge, if Bob Davie is back, they need to say, hey, this is the guy we're going with for the game for multiple weeks.
All right.
And as far as coaching right now, I think, man, I don't know if they made a decision who's going to be the head guy maybe moving forward or who's going to make the decisions as far as game planning and how we're going to run practice here the next few days. So, I think JJ's right to that. As far as what's going on at practice, I think it's just more camp-like while the coaches try to figure out, okay, what's going to be our game plan, who's going to start to put this in place and how we move forward.
There's no obvious, right? There's no obvious choice. Now, it might be Joe Daly, but it's a young staff. It's a very young staff, and there's like last year when there was the suspension, you had Kevin Cosgrove to go to, right? You don't have that anymore. I don't know that there's a natural where you just say, here is the guy. I've heard a number of different things, but
yeah, do you go to tenured guys?
Is it Saga Tuatele?
Saga, Scott Baumgartner.
That's what came to mind.
Is that what you're thinking, Tuatele? Scott Baumgartner's been here for a while.
Yeah,
He's a receivers coach. I just where do you go?
And do you have to name one? Can they do it as a group?
There's got to be a point person. Yeah,
Right.
There's got to be someone that
Talks to the media.
talks to the media, that the athletic director goes to, that if there's an issue, is the guy. Yeah, I think you do. That's assuming Bob isn't going to be there for any period of time, right? Any period of time, which includes kind of now. And so it's probably on Eddie, right, to figure out who's that person. Who do we go to? Who do the staff feel comfortable with? Who do the players feel comfortable with? And the story that we haven't really gotten into yet, and I hope we have a player on tomorrow. And I don't know if Frank's going to allow that, right? They've been pretty much – nobody's been available to the media, right? And typically on Thursdays during football season, we get a player.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if we're going to have one during the bye week or during, this being such a different week.
Yeah, I would think maybe we wouldn't.
Well, I don't know.
Because it was the bye week.
But
it would be nice to talk to somebody.
I think the story that really hasn't been told yet,
The effect on the players?
the effect, how the players
How
going
the
to
players handling
respond.
it, and they probably don't want those guys talking until they decide what they want to tell us about the situation as well.
Until they're coached. Until the players are coached and given their
I
talking
think
points.
players, it hits them hard. Yes, that's their coach. I think it really, it rallies them. That's
They
their
can.
family. That's what they have amongst themselves. I'm sure among themselves they're like, hey, our coach is down. Let's go to work. It brings more of a, I wouldn't say urgency, but just more of a seriousness. Maybe the horsing around is a little bit less in practice. More, you get those young men to all of a sudden just really be businesslike. Especially at practice.
And I think at this point in the season, you're already like that. I don't think you've gotten so loose where you've already gotten to that
I don't
point.
think they've had a problem like that in practice. This is all speculation right now.
Well, that's right.
And yes, we've seen teams rally around situations like this. This is just more football is not even on my mind after a situation like this. Like you get back to it at some point because it's what you do, but it's just how do you handle it? Not just rah, look at us, we're rallying around. Just if the players saw what was going on, like how do you just handle that as a person? Getting back to that point, not just how you act in practice.
No, that's your head coach, man. I mean, that's the guy that probably didn't directly recruit you, but did recruit you, right? You came to play
he's
for
the
him.
main guy.
Yeah, that's your guy, and he's down, and they all saw it, right? By every account, this happened right there in the locker room. They all saw it. Like every one of those guys has got to be affected by it in their own way. And I'm sure that there's been counselors in to help each one of them deal with it in their own way, right? I mean, whatever, there's going to be a couple guys in that room that it triggers something, right? Mm-hmm. That they saw something, their family, whatever. Each guy is going to respond in their individual way. And so, there's not very much fortunate about this, but the fortunate piece is the scheduling where they don't have to go out and play this week. If you want to get in on it, go ahead. I'd love to hear your thoughts about, now what? And again, it's all assumptions because you don't have any direction, and at some point you will. Maybe UNM doesn't know exactly where they're, what's going to happen, but we don't have a place to go because UNM's been silent, and that's fine. That's their prerogative. I'm not angry about it, but that just leaves, okay, now what? And with everything that you're hearing, that I'm hearing, that people are hearing, the whispering, you've got to believe that there's going to be a period that Bob Davie won't be coaching the team, right? So now what? Now the players respond. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. You can get in on Zeke. There was also another extension.
Whoa, surprised me.
Did that one surprise you? You surprised by that?
I thought he was already done, eh?
No, it's not done.
His money.
He's got his money now.
Ooh.
He was number one, 3 years ago? And the man just got paid. Who's that? How much? Oh, who doesn't love talking numbers and contracts? It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, the Golden Hoster, and Jason on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal and ProView Networks.
Career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
We smash it! Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden.
The Sports Animal.
Oh, Zeke got his. But if you think it's nothing to golf at, you're wrong. See what I did there?
Oh,
That's
silly
right.
man.
That's right. I wrote that all by myself. What's up? And Mary, whatever day it is. What is it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday, man.
I was confused too this morning.
Yeah,
Eesh.
yeah. It's your opening drive. We're on ProView Networks, Comcast Channel 26 across their social media platform, on YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitter. Also on our Facebook page, The OD in the AM. You can watch the show there. We're on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. We're on TuneIn. We also have our own app. You know we have our own app?
Oh, I knew that.
That's
Yes.
right. We do not have our own fantasy football league, I guess, this year, huh? There's no diaper league?
Unfortunately, no.
How come you didn't put one together?
I
didn't get diapers out of that league.
I owe you diapers still. Yeah, no, I owe you diapers. But
What size is he up to now?
He's getting little Gildans by now.
He's wearing 2 still.
2, okay.
He's lengthy.
Lengthy.
Yeah, long legs.
Yeah, you probably could still use some diapers. All right, Jared Goff got paid. 4-year extension. It runs through 2024. Adam Schefter's reporting $134 million with $110 million guaranteed. Jared bleeping Goff. So where's Zeke? Or I'm sorry, where's Dak going to fall in the? Is he got to get more than Jared Goff now?
He's going to try. So we'll see. Because
This guy went to the Super Bowl.
He's gonna look at the situation with Zeke Elliott. Be
Yeah.
like, y'all said you were holding your ground and you gave this dude $90 million.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at the fact that Dallas Cowboys over the last 5 months have handed out $313 million worth of contracts.
Yeah.
$185 in guaranteed money.
Time for me to
and
eat.
Be like, alrighty then.
Yeah.
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah.
Where's my money?
Yeah.
And then there's Cooper still. Wow.
Yeah, Cooper might be the guy
I think
left
he's the one
out.
that's going to be on the outside looking at.
I think that's right also. The 100 and what did I just tell you, 110, 100 and whatever $million guaranteed, under 10 guaranteed, is the most in the history of the NFL as far as guaranteed money. Formerly, that was Carson Wentz, who got $107.8 million in guaranteed money. So is Dak's argument what? To get paid more than Jared Goff? Is it going to be on stats? Doesn't matter where you were drafted, right? Jared Goff was the first pick overall.
He doesn't have a better resume than Jared.
Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl.
There was a conversation between Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz hasn't been on the field, and what those guys have done head to head.
Right. He doesn't deserve that money. I mean, if you're slotting things. Now, deserve doesn't really matter. It's a stupid word when we talk about these contract deals. But
it's what you're comfortable with moving forward as a franchise. Look at Jared Goff. He's 24 years old.
Yeah.
He's been in the Super Bowl. The last years in the Sean McVay offense, he has executed it to a very high level.
Yes.
They are in. There's nothing wrong with that contract because they lock in your quarterback.
He was an MVP caliber season last year. And again, he went to the Super Bowl.
He's 24. Patrick Mahomes is 23, and people think, Mahomes is I think he's on track to be the best guy in the league for a while because he's just straight up athleticism, just insane what he does. But Jared Goff does that to the level the Rams ask him to in their offense.
Yeah. So Jared Goff got paid. Zeke got paid. At what point does Dak get paid? I mean, he's not gonna walk away. Mm-hmm. So now they're in no hurry. Now the season starts. Now, I mean, now it's like whatever.
Maybe they're fine with it because he's been there, done that, going into his final year. I think all that does is actually put even more pressure on Dak Prescott because they said, "Look,
right.
Mark Cooper's here. We got Zeke Elliott back. We solidifying other spots on this roster." And this was already a season in which, whether or not he got paid, Dak needed to step up to see what level he can play at to continue to have a team that has high expectations in the NFC. I just think now it's even more pressure on him that they completed some of the contracts. Which
I think that's absolutely right. I think it's absolutely right. Now, he if anybody could have held out, I would have understood his holdout because he's in the last year.
If he struggles, he gets hurt. This team is
that's right.
Going,
That's right. No, it's
who's available next year?
That's exactly right. I think, yes. Like the guy who could lose is Dak. Now, he could get paid. If he has a good year, he can get paid more. It's not like he bet on himself, although he did by not holding out.
He has to. I think this could turn into a Kirk Cousins situation.
Where they just franchise him?
Mm-hmm.
And in that case, he'd make probably $19 million a year.
So you're making some nice money, but you're not getting that
$30
million guaranteed contract. And it's we like you, we think you're good, but we're just not sure.
Yeah. Year-to-year basis.
Omar said win-win, Jeff. Zeke got to sit out the preseason. Coach Jones got to hype up Tony Pollard, increasing his trade value when the NFL's most complete franchise puts his name in the transfer portal.
No.
I think you're going to hold on to Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can ever be too deep at the running back position, do you? I'm not sure you can be too deep there.
No. You need a bunch of guys.
You go through.
Tell me what teams are trading for
Carlos Hyde.
Rookie running backs.
Yeah, rookie running backs? None. Well, no, probably not. Not yet, anyway.
The only team that you could fleece is the Houston Texans. They've already traded away all their draft picks.
No, they're running out of everything, right?
Yeesh.
I mean, they're running out of everything. All right, season starts tomorrow.
Woo!
Your
Bears and Packers. Oh, thought you were looking for the team.
No.
Although I would have preferred a different team. I would have been nice to see the Browns maybe open up because that's an exciting team. I mean,
you'll see enough of the
what
damn
we
Browns.
want to see.
You'll see enough of the damn Browns.
This is an anniversary season for the NFL with one of their oldest rivalries.
Yeah. You'll see enough of the Browns. You're not into the nostalgia. You don't like the nostalgia?
Nah.
Deal with it.
I will. I mean, I'll still watch.
Yeah, no, you will. All right. So I got starting quarterback spread value. So these are averages. There's a different value for home and away. I don't really like these.
Why? Because it shows your man in a
No. It's just it's hard to understand them. It's hard to play.
Oh, right.
So we're not going to play that game. Do you still know after 1 week who the
signs and this dude is all spicy,
I know.
spitting off on everything.
What?
Man.
I'm just.
I don't like Cowboys Packers. It's not good enough for me. Give me the Browns.
Nobody's ever said give me the Browns.
Just trying to rile you guys up.
I want the Browns on national TV. I don't want.
I'm here for your entertainment.
Is that right? The golden hoster. Yes, and you're entertaining. And you are entertaining. And your quarterback or your running backs. So Zeke plays this week?
Ooh.
Is that the? Is
I
that
think
the
he
story?
does, but man, you got to be cautious with that. You don't want. I mean, even though he's got
You
fresh
just gave
legs,
the dude
he
$90 million. He's playing this.
He's
But
playing
man,
this
do
week.
you want him to go out there and all of a sudden pull a hammy or?
Oh, he's in
some-
shape.
you know?
He's been training with Marshall Falk and Cabo.
I don't know, man.
Shut up. Play. How much did you just give him?
50
guaranteed. Get your butt out and play.
He's playing this weekend.
Yeah. Get your butt out and play.
Man, that's one of the hardest things.
It's not that hard. Go play.
No, it's not that plain.
You
but
worried
I'm
about
just like-
Jared Goff pulling a hamstring?
No, but because
he didn't
look,
play this
when you're
preseason?
in high school, when you're at college, you know, you're told about the team and this and that, and if people don't come to practice, you ain't gonna play the game time. And this one is just a different situation.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard for me.
That's Zeke Elliott. He's one of the best in the world.
I know, but look, listen. The culture of football. listen here. The culture of
Who the hell
football
is this guy?
is meant to be like, you know, no one guy is above the team. Yes, I know I understand that. We get to a different level. These guys are getting paid ridiculous money, but
like Cibola.
But still, I mean, it's like, well, why do we, you know, why when they're younger it's like, hey, you miss practice, you can't
they
show
don't
up,
have
you know.
any leverage when they're younger.
Is college different than work?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Because this is a job. Because that guy is worth more than other guys. He is better than other guys. He is. He just flat out is, and that's why. And I think it was Jimmy Johnson who said it the first time that I heard it, and I'm paraphrasing, but you don't treat all guys the same. You just don't. There's different rules for different guys at the NFL level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the high school level, even at the college level to the most extent, right? But at that level, it just is different.
I mean, that's just intriguing because you still get that coach talk, you know, about the team and stuff. So to me, I'm like, wow, how do they?
Which that stuff
integrate
matters,
all
but
that
not to
stuff?
the extent it does in the other places.
That's right.
Like, this is a livelihood.
It matters for the backup left tackle. It does. The third string middle linebacker.
Practice squad guy.
Zeke Elliott doesn't matter. Let's talk about Kirtland Federal Credit Union because they're the best. A home, maybe you're looking for one, is one of the biggest financial decisions you're going to ever make. First step to financial independence and a long-term commitment. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is a local lender with knowledge, experience, and heart. You're not going to settle when you shop for a home. Do not settle when you shop for a mortgage. Kirtland Federal Credit Union knows it's not about the mortgage. It's about making it a home. And Kirtland Federal Credit Union is New Mexico's premier mortgage lender, offering a wide variety of mortgage programs to fit most needs and at a lower cost. And every step of the mortgage process is done right here in Albuquerque. They are local. Your loan will be funded in their Albuquerque branch, not out of state. Not with a nameless, faceless lender. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, you will never have to send a single mortgage payment out of state. When you make your first payment to Kirtland, you'll make your last to them as well. Your loan stays home. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is your local home loan lender. Go ahead and see them at 6700 Jefferson. That's Suite D1, northeast corner of Jefferson and Osuna, right in the heart of town. That's the new home loan center where everything is at kirtlandfcu.org/home loan. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
Sports Animal Time is now 7:28, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Slack.
sports animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
Weekdays at 10, The Sports Animal.
You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGEL-lawfirm.com.
Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save in as little as 3 minutes at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/score. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/score. That's ZipRecruiter.com/score. ZipRecruiter.com/score.
This morning you're up early because you're at the DMV. So many people, it takes so much time. Do you have the right form? Are you in the right line? Your number E42, right after C23. This is confusing. When your morning is hell, just go to Taco Bell.
When you've had a morning, let us make you breakfast. Like Taco Bell's Breakfast Crunch Wrap. Everything you love about breakfast, wrapped up and grilled to go. At participating locations during breakfast hours.
An interesting creature inhabits the flat, arid plains of many an automobile dashboard. The bobblehead. It's most agreeable and will nod along to anything, despite having no brain function. But when the bobblehead hears how Geico not only saves people money, but also gives them access to licensed agents 24/7 online and over the phone, he'll nod even more vigorously because he knows you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. Easy, bobblehead, easy. You're going to get whiplash.
Summer's ending, and savings are back in business with Dell's Labor Day sale.
30 seconds.
Can save up to 40% on select business computers with Intel Core processors, plus free shipping on everything, including a wide selection of thousands of top brand electronics. Give our specially trained small business technology advisors a call. They can help you find just the right tech to fit your business with Labor Day savings. Visit Dell.com/business deals or call 877-BUY-DELL. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
I wish I was doing nothing and getting paid that kind of money.
If it makes you feel any better, you're doing nothing and getting paid. It's just not that kind of money. You keep not trying, and one day maybe you'll get there.
Weekdays at 3, The Sports Animal. The Jim Rome Show. Up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We had a team in our league beat a team from a Power 5, 4 of the 5 Power 5 conferences. And I hear about how we don't play anybody at home, and 2 of those teams are coming here to play. I mean, one of the teams in our league beat the ACC, they beat the Pac-12, they beat the Big Ten, they beat the SEC. Wyoming beat Missouri, and if I remember right, that's SEC. And they're coming here for a home game. And so is Nevada, who beat the Big Ten. So I guess our schedule has gotten a lot better than everybody seems to be thinking it is. And our league is a whole lot better than everybody thinks it is. So please don't tell me about the lack of playing home games against good opponents and the lack of good teams in our league. Now, you got any questions? We had a team in our league.
Rocky Long's not here for it.
Rocky Long!
Love it.
Tired of the damn fans. San Diego State coach, Rocky Long. He said it pretty damn well, didn't he? Now, I don't know what SEC teams he's got this year. Maybe next year he does. I think he's got Missouri going in there next year or something. Is that right? I'll find that for you. But this week, his team goes to UCLA. Their home schedule, and look, I've told you, as much as Lobo fan thinks nobody's good enough to play, and why are we playing Sam Houston and nobody's playing? Who are we playing? Right? Because somehow at New Mexico you're better than all these teams. Aztec fan is that to the nth degree. They are. And their home schedule is Weber State, Utah State, who, by the way, was really good, Wyoming, who just beat Missouri, Nevada, who just beat Purdue, Fresno State, and BYU. It's a pretty decent home slate, and people are complaining about it.
I think the problem, Jeff, is we're not even at that point anymore.
Which point are we at now?
The point, I don't think people are saying, who is Sam Houston State? I think, unfortunately, at the point, people just don't care who they're playing at all.
Well, okay. But, I mean, even in basketball, right? Nobody's good enough. But in football, it's been that way for a while. You don't think so? I mean, it's always who are they playing? Who are they playing? Oh, they're only playing Air Force and Sam Houston State. And why Liberty?
Now I haven't even heard stuff about the schedule.
Well, remember last year, Liberty was, why aren't we playing Liberty? Who the hell are you? And I know that bothers people when I say it. But Liberty's probably going, we got to play New Mexico? Like, why?
I would take that this year. Because then people would be looking at the football team. They'd be acknowledging the schedule.
But San Diego State's got Utah coming in 2021. Next year they get UCLA going into their place. Next year they'll play UCLA and BYU. In 2021 they get Arizona and Utah and New Mexico State. They play people, man. Then they get them at home. You know why they get them at home? Because every once in a while people will show up for those games. You know why you don't? I think you know the answer. Can't afford it. Makes no sense to bring. I mean, let's just say UCLA or Oregon State want to come here. Makes no sense. You're not going to go. It's going to be too hot or too cold or too Saturday or too Thursday or too early or too September or too late or too. You're not going to. So.
Más triste, man. Dang.
Right? That's why they get them and you don't.
It's going to be the Aggie schedule soon enough, right? When does it turn to that?
What do you mean?
You start playing 2 money games
next year.
Yeah, and then that becomes a constant, and you're really not thinking about trying to get marquee games at home. You have your conference schedule, and you go from there.
Yep, Fred's on the Facebook. He says, "Who cares about Zeke?" Fair enough. Unfortunately, a lot of people do.
Oh, they do.
With all due respect, Fred, a lot of people do.
I'm just glad now that we can move the conversation forward to the impact he'll have on the football field.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, in fact, a lot of people do. But yeah, the Rocky quote is great, and it goes back to what you said initially, which was this could have been the best weekend in the history of the Mountain West out of conference.
Across the board, because we've had programs bigger wins.
Right, a Boise State Bowl win of Oklahoma was bigger. Yeah, Utah winning the Sugar Bowl was bigger, but
now you finally get those other teams involved.
And you're going to tell me, I can't wait till I hear none of those teams are any good, right? Well, what's Missouri, Jeff, and Purdue's no good. All right. I mean, just stop. Right? They're supposed to be better than you just by conference. Isn't that what everybody tells me? Mm-hmm. Just by conference, Purdue's supposed to be better. Here, where's our little book? I'll go look at it. I mean, Purdue was Jerry's darling, weren't they? Purdue is a Big Ten team, and that was picked to go to a bowl game, I'm fairly certain, right?
Well, they still might.
Yeah, they might. Just because they lost to a Mountain West doesn't mean they're horrible.
Those are good wins. Very good wins.
Purdue was picked to be 6-6. Okay?
Here's a little stat for you. I saw this from Chris Murray.
Yeah.
Our dude out in Nevada. So you look at the wins for Boise State, Nevada, Hawaii, and Wyoming. Their football budgets combined $43 million. The teams that they beat combined $140 million.
There you go.
They invest in their football programs.
There you
I love it.
go. Say those numbers again.
Boise
$43 million.
State, Nevada, Hawaii, Wyoming combined spend $43 million on their football program.
43.
The teams that they beat spend $140.
Mm-hmm. What does that tell you? It's almost 4 times. Missouri, that's who Wyoming beat, was picked third in the SEC East behind Georgia and Florida. Boy, the SEC East took a beating, didn't they, this week?
Yeah, they did.
Vanderbilt got beat. Missouri got beat by Wyoming. South Carolina got beat by North Carolina. Tennessee got beat by Georgia State.
Those are rallying moments.
Mm-hmm.
That's all of a sudden Nevada, they have something to rally for. They got the fans hyped early in the season. Laramie.
No doubt. No doubt.
Those are huge moments.
Like the people in Wyoming right now are all about football.
Woo. That's right.
And you're going, well. Here's one of the things that and we'll hit the break right after this. That was one of my biggest takes out of the weekend. How excited almost everywhere was. Every game I turned on, packed, excitement, right? I mean, and don't give me, we only played Sam Houston State, because even teams that opened up with FCS opponents had good crowds and were excited. And I tell you all the time, and this is, it genuinely bums me out. I feel like we're missing out in this community on something that's really special that the rest of the country enjoys. And I'm not blaming you. I'm not mad at you. You have your reasons for not going. Like, do your thing. I'm just saying it as a blanket statement. I honestly, I'm going to Rose Bowl this weekend. I'm going to San Diego State, UCLA. I think it's going to be a good atmosphere for a losing team in UCLA. I watched what was going on at SC. I mean, every game. Nevada. You see what Laramie looked like? I'm not preaching. I'm not angry. I'm not yelling. I'm just, it's straight fact. Don't you think? You look around the country and all these communities, they're enjoying something that looks so cool. I just feel like we're missing out. That's all. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm not yelling at you to get to the game. Obviously, there's a vicious circle that we're in.
But get to the game.
No, it's a circle, all right? Everybody's got to do theirs. The product's got to be better, and you've got to give it a chance, and it's got to be affordable, and it's got to be fun. And I get it. And it was hot. All I'm saying is, didn't you turn on your TV and look around the country? And just about every atmosphere was like, wow, that looks cool. Oh, that one looks cool. Every one, right? That's all I'm saying. I just feel like we're missing out on something. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, the golden hoser, the emboldened hoser, and Jason on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am. Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to newmexicohighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offer.
Pretty good slate of games here on the Sports Animal, your home for the National Football League, and it all starts tomorrow night. Packers, Bears. Westwood One's coverage starts at 5:30 here on the Sports Animal. Saturday, after ABQ Central and On the Mic, we'll have LSU in Texas, 5 o'clock college football. And then on Sunday, yeah, buddy, 10:30 in the morning, Rams and Panthers. I said 10:30 in the morning, Rams and Panthers.
Yeah. What's the afternoon slate?
Steelers and Patriots at 5:30. That's after the Colts and Chargers. Now, we got games all over the place, man. And then on Monday, we get Texans, Saints, Broncos, Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Everybody will be here on the Sports Animal. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, the emboldened hoser, and Jason. He's like, give the man a microphone at a Lobo game and Elite for life.
Now buy it.
Look at him. Oh. All right, there's a headline, and you got to read deeper into the headline. All right, if you just read headlines, you're going to get angry. You may still. But there's a GQ article. Everybody goes to GQ now, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's where the interviews
That's
are.
why I look fly, baby.
GQ released a interview yesterday with DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is the terrific receiver for the Houston Texans. And in it, he talked about, he being Hopkins, that he almost skipped a game back in 2017 after the former owner, the late owner, Bob McNair, made the comments, quote, "We can't have the inmates running the prison," end quote. And McNair was a campaign contributor to Donald Trump. And obviously, if you remember, that was a big problem. He was 81 at the time. Not that matters. He passed away soon after. And he was discussing the issue of players kneeling during the national anthem and social issues and that whole thing. So Hopkins told GQ Hell yeah, I was about to sit. That's what he said. Quote, hell yeah, I was about to sit out the game, but I definitely wasn't going to practice. A couple of my teammates about to follow me, but they called them back up to the stadium. They tried calling me, but I wasn't going back. Hell no. That was his quote. It was a game against Seattle. Hopkins and several of his teammates did eventually suit up. They did take a knee. Hopkins said, quote, "It feels like I'm a slave again," end quote. He grew up in South Carolina. He explained that the comments that were made by McNair fell to a man, him, who was a descendant of slaves, family members who relayed stories about living in the Jim Crow South. Quote, "It's hard for people to understand what that means when your family was slaves. You can't relate to something like that if your great uncle's not telling you stories about their parents or their grandparents and what they went through. Not even too long ago, people couldn't even drink out with the same water faucet," end quote. He said that's why he made that comment. It feels like I'm a slave again, getting ran over, listen to the master, go to work. Now, he's right. Right? You and me cannot relate to that. Can't. And so I know the headline is going to get a lot of discussion, a lot of anger. Yeah. It's going to, when did DeAndre Hopkins live like a slave? He's making millions of dollars. But I got to believe, now that hits home. There is a saying, right? The lunatics are running the asylum. I think it's a fairly common saying. And almost, McNair sounds like he's somewhat paraphrasing. I'm not defending what McNair said by any means, and I'm not even going to sit here and try to feel a certain way. When you hear all that, what do you understand where he's coming from?
Yeah, and well, you're absolutely right about we live in also a headline society.
Yes.
What happened last week? Lobos are playing 4 quarterbacks. They don't have one.
Yes.
Who runs? No, they played 2, so they actually went under 2.5 with the number we were talking about. I thought they might play 3, but guess what? There was a tight football game going on, and they went with 2. Might only have been 1 had Brent Hughes not gotten hurt.
Right.
But it just shows how people don't read things. They hear it, they react, and
often they hear things incorrectly. By the way,
and you make a great point on this. Someone's going to be screaming about it. It's going to take up a lot of momentum versus actually diving in to where the conversation went and his responses to this.
Well, okay, so when you use the word slave and you're making millions of dollars, it's a tough one for people to listen to, and I understand that. Hopkins later in the interview called McNair, the former owner, a good man. He gave him the benefit of the doubt. He says, but when you grow up in certain places, you talk a certain way. Again, when was this young man a slave? He wasn't. So to say you're a slave again, but if you grew up here in the story, like if you grew up Jewish and you hear your grandparents tell you Holocaust survival stories, it's pretty real. You see your aunts and uncles with their serial numbers or neighbors, and I'm of the generation where I saw people in my family and neighbors with their serial number tattooed on their forearms, and I heard their stories. So in some respects, while you didn't live it directly,
J-Line 2.
you heard it, and it more than heard it.
Never mind, we're going to break.
Good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Hello, Jay. Jay's on 2? All right, let me go to 2. What's up, Jay?
Good morning, fellas. How are y'all?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. So, this is the electric third rail here on this show. So, if it gets far off into the weeds, feel free to kick me off.
All right.
But, I think, and you kind of addressed it, the most lazy argument that comes with this is these guys are getting paid millions of dollars. How can they be slaves? And I think that's the laziest take when it comes to something like this, because the whole concept of slavery is that as a man, you are not able to determine your own destiny.
You are
Not
controlled.
able
You are controlled by someone else.
Right. You are controlled by somebody else. And therefore, that's where the concept of slavery lies. You cannot drink out of the same water fountain. You cannot eat in the house. You cannot take a break at work. You know, the idea of payment is a secondary issue to this. So I just hope, and I find it interesting that, you know, the one thing about it is...
What do we got? Because I got
30.
20 seconds for you before the break.
Anyway, thank you for taking my call, fellas.
All right, Jay, thanks. Sorry,
have a great day.
because we're up against the hard break. Control, right? This point's good. Howard, stay there. We're not going to spend all day on this, but we are going to entertain your conversation if you want. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, and Hoser on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
You might be beating me on this bracket, but in the game of life, Carlisle, I got
Edward, line 1, Edward.
I've already walked off the field, I've showered, and I'm home in bed.
Weekdays at 3, the Sports Animal.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper Tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. One other thing I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas or Eubank and Manal.
At Twin Peaks, we believe nothing pairs better with our made-from-scratch menu than an ice-cold 29-degree draft, served by the best-in-class Twin Peaks girls. Pair a signature Twin Peaks brew in a man-sized mug with a Carolina pulled pork sandwich for our version of the Dream Team. Or give the sweet and smoky ribs a shot. Whatever you choose, you're in for a meal worth cheering for. Twin Peaks at Jefferson and I-25. Eats, drinks, scenic views. Bust out your lederhosen and dirndl. Marblefest is right around the corner. Marblefest is an Oktoberfest celebration that brings German and New Mexican culture together through music, cuisine, and of course, beer. On Saturday, September 21st from 11 a.m. till 2 at Marble Downtown, enjoy a very special VIP session with samples of German-inspired lagers, a commemorative tasting glass, complimentary food pairing, and live music. Then from 2 p.m. till 11 p.m., enjoy delicious German-inspired lagers, live music, awesome food, games, and more. Tickets are just $5 at the door at Marble Downtown.
The stack is back. Time to win your stack of cash at Isleta Resort and Casino.
Now through September 8th, Isleta's Gingantic Cash Giveaway is bigger than ever.
Earn entries all week long.
Every Saturday and Sunday, every hour from 1 to 9 p.m., a lucky player heads to the huge Tower of Cash.
They'll move up and down the tower, building their own huge stack of cash.
The $540,000 Gingantic Cash Giveaway, now through September 8th.
At Isleta Resort and Casino, where the fun begins.
Staples is more than a place you go to make copies.
It's where a conversation with an associate sparked the idea for my business card to double as a coupon. And it's where I go to reach potential customers with custom postcards.
Staples can help make your big ideas bigger ideas. And right now, when you make a select print and marketing services purchase, you receive 20% off your next order. Staples, for your business printing and beyond. In-store only, ends 11/9/19. Exclusions apply. See staples.com/print20 for details.
Now's the time to find your color, your paint, and everything to get started during Labor Day savings at the Home Depot. Get the right paint for the right price. Save $10 on 1 gallon and $40 off free and 5-gallon buckets of paints and stains. Like Behr Premium Plus Interior, rated #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Now starting at $14.98 after rebate for a limited time only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Here we go.
Or via online or mail-in rebate limit 25 gallons per household. U.S. only. See store for details.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Sports Animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
Weekdays at 10, the Sports Animal. K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque, the Sports Animal.
Ezekiel Elliott's got a deal. $50 million guaranteed, y'all.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Can I get a little Ramit, though? Can I get a little Ramit for my guy, Jared Goff? No?
I have to work on it.
Jared Goff signed. $110 million guaranteed. Do you know how to ram it? You better find that song. Because they're going to be rocking L.A.
I think I rested.
Ram it
from the
today.
archives.
Just ram it. Ram it. Those are your headlines this morning. No USA basketball this morning. Goodness gracious. How about that? The more I watched that, the more I just shook my head.
It's like, how?
Seriously.
Ersan Ilyasova doing work for Turkey. You know what surprised me? Anderson Varejao out there getting 22-9 for Brazil.
Wow. How old is that man?
Anderson Varejao.
How old is that man?
It's up mid-later 30s.
Mid-later 30s? All right. Yeah, that's an advanced gentleman for playing that game. 2460610. Come on in. Edward, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care hotline. How you living?
You know, it's a great day. You know, UNM, not UNM, sorry, there's a Freudian slip for you. USA basketball, they're quite deceptively mediocre. That's pathetic, man. I don't know.
It's not good. It's not good.
Hey, you know what? Get on Twitter again and hit more strip clubs. Maybe they'll improve. But that's not why I called, my friends. You know, I read a headline today that 15% of American adults bet the NFL.
Really?
15%, my friend. It's right there on your home, your main employer's website there, Jeff. But how'd you like to be? I heard your takes about college football across the country. How'd you like to be one of those 107,000 people at the University of Tennessee to witness that?
Hopefully you had a good
Peyton
time.
Manning was in attendance that day.
Yeah, hopefully you had a good time. You went out and had a couple. Yeah.
107,000 people.
Yep.
Isn't that like the population of Rio Rancho? I saw a picture. What was the announced attendance at UNM's game? Because I saw a picture in the East Stands. There could not have been more than 300 people on the East
And
Stand.
they announced over 13. I guess everybody was on the west side. They were into the trees. I mean, it just that's where the sun was just beating and nobody was there.
It's okay. Sometimes it's just too Albuquerque for people.
That's
I
right.
get it.
Yep.
Anyway, Crusher announced last week that he might attend the Bernez Zobra. Guess what happened up in Santa Fe? Record crowds. I might have to make an announcement for. Does New Mexico State play up here this year?
Oh, you're saying that's why there were record crowds because you were there.
Well, no, I didn't actually make an appearance, but I made a statement that I may venture up north 54 miles.
And so that's why everybody went to see you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there was an autograph session planned, but it didn't come to fruition.
Damn.
What did they have, 65,000 people up there?
I don't know.
That's what I heard somewhere about 60.
That's awesome.
To watch a clown
65
burn.
large.
Wow.
Burning to the puppet.
Well,
Anyway, NFL, we're one day away from, a glorious season. I think the NFL swung and missed on opening day, robbing the Patriots of their rightful game on opening Thursday
Whatever,
night.
deal with
What
it,
better
man.
way to kick off the NFL, my friends, than to have the only two organizations with 6 championships. 6, not championships, Super Bowl wins. Sorry, I want to make that statement correctly.
it's the 100th anniversary of the league, and they went with their longest rivalry. Why is that a problem?
Because they broke tradition over the last decade or so.
They're making tradition.
Indeed. Hey, how about my boy Roger Federer?
How about him? He's out.
Djokovic retires. My man has a chance. Not only does he blow the Wimbledon this year, up triple match point, but then he goes and loses to number 65 ranked guy in the world. Just come on, man. Pull a Thomas Edward Brady and deliver in the clutch, my friend. Anyway, NFL predictions. I'm going to quickly go through the JV, which I consider the NFC, and I share this on Saturdays with with your fellows that host the show,
Yeah,
Mike
those
and the
fellows.
coacher.
Yeah.
I have a common theme in the South, West, East, and North. In the South, what I think is going to be a viciously competitive division. I think the Saints find a way, only to let Drew Brees choke in the playoffs. But I think they're going to win that division at 11-5. I think your Rams are going to deliver, Jeff. We talked here a year ago on this day, and you said don't sleep on the Rams. I think the Rams also are going to finish 11-5 and win the West. In the North, The Green Bay Packers are going to win the North at 11-5, and then we jump over to the East. Cowboy fans they're hopeful. You know, it's actually kind of cute now that they signed Zeke. Kind of reminds me of Lobo basketball. They all think they have a chance, but when it comes down, those Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the East at 11-5. I think 3 teams are going to fight for wild cards. The Cowboys at 10-6, the Bears at 10-6, and the Falcons at 10-6. One of those teams will be the odd person out. But I'm thoroughly elated. I'm looking forward to the season. Tomorrow I'll go through the varsity, you know, and you know who I'm going with.
I have an idea.
A little prelude to tomorrow. But, you know, I enjoy the weekend. It'd be unfortunate if Coach Davey doesn't get a chance to go coach at his alma mater, you know, not his alma mater, but where he previously coached. And, you know, more importantly, I just hope he's healthy, and we're all wishing the best for him. So good things are coming our way, my friends. The 5-star picks will be delayed. I usually don't pick the first week, but I would invite anybody who wants to go up against the 5-star picks, picking the same games. I'm throwing down the gauntlet and the challenge.
All right.
Anyway, gentlemen, you have a delightful day.
Good day, sir.
Indeed.
Jim sent me a note. He said, "Can I punch this guy through the radio?"
Sure, just don't hurt your radio.
And don't hurt your radio. It's expensive.
Or your
It's
hand.
expensive, or your hand. All right, so you got a few star picks. You got a few star? All right. Who won the deal? Zeke or the Cowboys?
Hopefully they both won.
Zeke, right?
And
It's
in
one
turn,
where he gets a lot of money, but he is one of the best running backs in the game. Will he live up to the contract? Who knows? But I think it's a fair deal. This team is going to lean on him and Dak Prescott.
Okay.
There you go.
Who won the deal? The Rams or the Goff? Ooh,
Goff
Jared
always
Goff.
wins.
Jared Goff got paid 110 million pieces of paper. 110 million guaranteed, up to 134. He's there through 2024. As a Ram fan, I think I'm good with it. I like Jared Goff.
He's 24 years old.
24 years old. Could only
Already
get
been to a
better.
Super Bowl.
Already been to a Super Bowl. How many's Deacon Zach been to combined?
Not yet. Maybe one here.
Has
this
talent around him.
That's right.
Has a head coach that
Likes him?
got everything out of him so far.
Yeah, I'm down. All right, when we come back, I'll get you some emails that have come in on all kinds of different subjects this morning. Jeff at 610knml.com or JJ at 610knml.com. We're on the ProView Networks, channel 26 on Comcast, the OD and the AM on the Facebook. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, and the Golden Hoser on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to newmexicohighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a
Paid today, 110 guaranteed. That's $1 million. Zeke got paid. He's going to be in camp today. Yeah. Oh, will there be a big old Zeke party today?
Lots of eating.
Now, Dak. What's going to be left for Dakota to eat? Huh? Most guaranteed money in a contract, the history of the game. Jared Goff, $110 million. Carson Wentz, $109 million. Russell Wilson, $107 million. Matty Ice, $100 million. So
that means Mahomes would probably be the $200 million
he's
guy.
good. Well, not $200 million, but
pretty close.
So
by the time he gets up there,
where do you slot Dak in this though? Pay
somewhere
the man
in between.
Yeah, I think below all those guys. To me, he's not those guys. I know he's the latest. I know he's next. I know he's up, but he's not those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you look at Zeke's coming back. All the contracts the Cowboys have handed out the past 5 months totaled $313 million for DeMarcus Lawrence, Zeke Elliott, Jalen Smith, Lyle Collins, and Dak gone about his business. Hasn't been out there. He showed up, starting quarterback this season, but now all of a sudden there's more pressure on Dak Prescott because I think he could end up in a Kirk Cousins situation where Dallas is like, we like you, but don't want to give you this kind of money.
Give us
So
one
we'll
more
see
year.
what you do. Oh, you're pretty good? Well, here's a franchise tag. We'll see what you do.
It's another what? And that'll be about 22 million. All right, emails are in. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. It's kind of a weird angle on that fishbowl lens. I look like there's a fat guy just sitting back in my chair.
Suck it in, big boy.
It's just a lot of me right there. You know, how come you're like such a tight shot on you?
It's that black
It's
polo,
like,
man.
well, no, it's
black
just like,
makes you just
gets you
look
from the chest up,
slick.
and it's got me from the belt all the way to the sky. Like, look at all. Like,
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
I see that.
See what I'm saying? Like yours is like all zoomed in and stuff, and mine's like, oh, look at the gigantic miss on that guy.
It's all zoomed in.
I know it's yours is all zoomed in and stuff. I know. huh?
Crazy.
All right, Gus says felt strange yesterday, Jeffy. Got out of work, 95 degrees, felt like midsummer, ready to go to the ballpark and have some dogs and brews, but season's over. No Sushan or sports bar, or no Sushan on the sports bar.
Because you know where he was?
Where was he?
He was in Los Angeles.
Was he?
And he actually hopped in the booth. AT&T Sportsnet Rocky Mountain was on with Drew Goodman.
Is that right?
For a little bit. He got the call. He went to the big leagues.
That's good.
He's our top prospect, by the way. I think 80 delivery, 80 voice. Big things ahead for Josh Ushan.
Do you take that job next?
He's not giving it up.
Well, if he goes to the big leagues, he's giving it up. Sure he is. I mean,
Hot
you're everywhere
prospect.
now.
We were wondering, what are the Rockies going to do to shake
Is Adam Deal going to go for that one now?
shake up their organization? You could get a lot in return if you traded your top prospect. And Ushan is very...
Lancer is the answer.
All right. This is from Telus. He says, where's George Barlow when you need him, Jeff? Remember, George Barlow was the interim coach when Mike Loxley was dismissed and finished out the season. Gopher says, treat like bowl. Jeff, I think you treat it like your game where one of the head coaches has already taken another job and you have the ops guy or an associate athletic director as the head coach for the contest. Yeah, that's how that works. In fact, you know, in the 13-year history of the New Mexico Bowl, that's 26 teams, only once have we had a team that was on an interim coach. That was this last year.
Last year?
Yeah, it was this last year when Matt Wells from Utah State went to Texas Tech. And Frank Maile for Utah State was the interim coach. And actually, it was interim just for the game because they had hired Gary Anderson. But they went with Frank Maile for the bowl game. Omar says, win. Oh, we already read you that one. Richard, does this surprise JJ? Jeff, after yet another loss, his Rockies kept the 36-year-old catcher for defense and cut hyped mariachi Noel La Cueva. You're looking at me like...
Well, they're two different positions, too. Like
they kept the catcher and they cut Noel Cuevas.
Well, Sam Hilliard is up there.
Yeah. Kind of ripping it, too.
Yeah. Outfielder.
Yeah. Lars, my reply, Hefe, would... Oh, this is for... Look, and again, if you want... I was just telling you about football, and I feel like we're missing out. And he said, my reply would be, people have lives. How many OD callers over the years have begged not to open at home on a tough Labor Day weekend, especially if the opponent is Timbuktu State? Those are the people Lobo Athletics needs to cater to, not the Rudy C's who are going to be at Branch Field regardless of date and time if the goal is to paper the stadium with quantity, not quality of fan. Lars, so I ask you this in all sincerity. First of all, how many people have begged over the years? There's a few of you that have been who have been vocal. Was it Labor Day weekend in Reno? Was it Labor Day weekend in Wyoming? Was it Labor Day weekend in all those other places I watch games? It was Labor Day weekend there too, right? Just asking.
Now, they played Thursday, right? Thursday or Friday?
Who?
Nevada, didn't they?
Friday night.
Friday night? Okay.
But
I
was
thought
it
one of them played Thursday.
Was it Labor Day weekend in all these places?
Nevada announced 20,144.
All right. My whole point was it Labor Day weekend in all places, or not? Just here?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Why is it so different here? Why? I get it. It's a 3-day weekend and people want to go. It's tough. That's when college football starts. That's when it starts, and you are not the head of this snake. Meaning you're not. You don't define the system. You don't get to make all the schedules and the rules. Now, yes, you can go out and start the game on the road or the season on the road with your money game. I imagine that's a way that this can be done. Maybe that would appease people, and somehow you'd feel better if you came back and got beat 55-7 like the Aggies did, or 58-7 up at Washington State, and coming home for your opener against Sam Houston State. And then you tell me we're horrible and we're only playing Sam Houston State. Why am I going to this anyway? Right? I mean, that's how that narrative would.
Yeah, it's a no win-win.
So, Lars, I guess I just don't understand the conversation. Would you feel better on Thursday? Some of you would, some of you wouldn't. There's no consensus. As much as you think there is, there just isn't. And I swear to God, it's a federal holiday, right? It's not a state holiday?
Correct.
It was Labor Day everywhere, right? Lance, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline.
These tres amigos. Hey, if I was somebody like say Lenny, somebody that bets and goes through and researches, like Edwards at work, using company time to now he's researching the NFL teams. I'd take him up on money. There's got to be some guys out there like me. I keep up with my team. And that's about it. You know what I mean? And hey, two, why is it that the Broncos have more primetime games than anybody, and their record's terrible last year? And here they are. Same with the Raiders. There's a lot more Raider fans and Bronco fans than New England fans and Dallas fans. There's a lot of more Dallas fans. So I guess Edwards kind of out to pasture. Hey, Lancer-Palooza went off really good. It lasted 2 days. The hippies camped out by the pond. But I looked over. These guys had 4x4s, a stack of my 4x4. What are you doing? And they're the old guys, the old Spanish land grant guys that live around here. And that what happened, they didn't set it up. But when they saw it, they were taking bets. One snake was swallowing one by the tail. The other one was swallowing the other one by the tail. I was like, oh, my God. I mean, imagine that. So, and neither one's going to win. They weren't venomous. So it's going to last forever. So they're sitting there looking at each other, digesting it. I got him. Like this. I know I'm late here. But what happens when they get to each other's head?
What?
And they disappear. And the one guy looks up, orale. Looks at me for a long time.
Orale!
That one, man. But finally, one of the scientists camping out, we went over to eat, and he came and he picked it up, put it in his car, the two of them in a crate. He's going to take it to class and all this stuff where he teaches at UNM. And they came back and said, look, they disappeared. I told you, like that. And so you had to be there, but it was pretty funny.
Give me a couple of triggers.
Have a good day, man.
See you, man. All right. Orale. See, who knew?
That's what happens.
Go up to Lancer-Palooza and you get science projects to come back with. All right, 246-0610, come on in. We will have Adam Deal, I believe, coming up at 9:15. We'll talk high school sports. Hey, you know this. We're reminded this all too often. Wherever we go, there's potential danger. Places like churches and theaters, events, they all need to provide security for people who attend, and International Protective Service is a security company providing service officers, security officers, who are trained to handle dangerous situations. They need more help. IPS right now is looking for off-duty or retired law enforcement officers to fill those gaps, and they've got immediate openings. Depending on your experience, they're starting new hires at $25 an hour. If you've got experience, if you have training, your community needs you. Call them at 897-2420, 897-2420, or go to ipsglobal.com. You can have a role in making New Mexico safe and giving people peace of mind. The bad guys are lurking. be part of the team that steps in and stops them from ruining our favorite public places. Call IPS 897-2420. That's 897-2420, or go to ipsglobal.com.
Sports Animal Time is now 8:26, and here's another look at foods. This report is sponsored by Great Clips. Well, right now we have a couple of accidents. An accident southbound Unser, just north of Westside Boulevard. That is blocking the left lane. We also have an accident eastbound Paseo near Edith, and that is blocking the right lane with backup starting to form near Rio Grande. Look great and save time with a haircut from Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app or go to greatclips.com to check in online ahead of time when you visit one of our 25 Los Lunas, Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Santa Fe area locations. Great Clips, home of the online check-in. And if you see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
Albuquerque's #1 sports station, broadcasting live from the Gallus Chevrolet Truck Country Studio. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
When's the last time you got carded to buy tobacco? I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN's chief medical correspondent. Trick question. You should never be carded to buy tobacco. Why? Because you should never be buying tobacco. Haha. Out in California, the legal age to buy tobacco products, including e-cigarettes, is 21. But we followed a recent undercover operation and found that half of tobacco and vape shops failed to check IDs to teens purchasing e-cigs and other nicotine products. We also learned that liquor stores, supermarkets, and pharmacies were significantly more likely to check for ID. A truly astounding number of teens are now vaping, many of whom don't understand the health risks that come along with it. One Juul pod contains the same amount of nicotine as a whole pack of traditional cigarettes, and the earlier in life that someone tries nicotine, the more likely it is they're going to get hooked. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Curb appeal. You know it when you see it. And with the Home Depot, today is the day for doing. Boost your curb appeal with the best brands at the best prices. From new garage doors to colorful flowers, exterior lights to a new coat of paint, inspiration to installation. You can get everything you need on a budget, like select special order windows and doors, now 15% off. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Offer valid through September 11th, U.S. only. See store for details.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, save up to $10 on a pair of Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Plus, get Rain-X glass cleaner for free. It's a deal so good, you've got to see it to believe it. That's a vision joke. And with up to $10 off Rain-X Latitude wipers plus free Rain-X glass cleaner, you'll be able to see almost everything. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer ends 9/30/19.
You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGEL-lawfirm.com.
New Mexico's lakes, rivers, and streams are brimming with spring runoff, and fishing conditions couldn't be better. Visit the department's website to get the latest fishing reports and buy a license so you can go fishing today.
Roto-Rooter jingle, take 1.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 2.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 17.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
And away go troubles
down the drain.
Let's try it like this.
Call Roto-Rooter. That's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Call Roto-Rooter for all your plumbing needs.
Guys, if you could feel better, wouldn't you? The better question is, if you could feel better, why would you not? Of course you would, and you can with NuMale. It's Jeff Symbieta. NuMale has helped guys all over the country. Guys who are lacking energy, dealing with hair loss, low T, and erectile dysfunction. All things that are natural as men reach a certain age is nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you don't do anything about it. Call NuMale at 652-1688 and feel better. NuMale offers cutting-edge programs, the latest treatments, which have benefited guys everywhere. Guys like you who are done feeling fatigued, done feeling a lack of energy, done dealing with erectile dysfunction. Call NuMale. 652-1688. NuMale is right here in Albuquerque and has a tremendous success rate. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, depression, tired of being tired, and just want to feel better, NuMale is for you. Call NuMale at 652-1688. 652-1688 and feel better.
Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
At Kirtland Federal Credit Union, we know it's not about the mortgage. It's about making a home for your family. It's about people. It's about heritage. At Kirtland Federal Credit Union, your loan is funded locally, right here in Albuquerque, and you'll never have to send a single mortgage payment out of state. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, we're more than military. We're for life. Start your journey. Apply today at kirtlandfcu.org.
Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender. Mortgage loans dependent on credit worthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility required. See a representative for details.
Bungalow, apartment, flat, farmhouse, fort, lodge, cabin, cottage, chateau, palace, shack, crib, condo, shoebox, duplex, manor, mansion, McMansion, hutch, hut, pad, shanty, villa, castle, cave. No matter what you call it, a realtor knows how to find you the perfect home. We're more than an agent or app. We're trusted professionals serving you, your family, and community for over 100 years. That's not just what realtors do. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of chemicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
The Jim Rome Show.
If I'm a player at Nevada, that's tough. You lose a guy that you love. Alfred is not Eric Musselman. Not as good a coach, not as good a guy, and they're not going to like playing for him as much, I hate to say.
Weekdays at 10, The Sports Animal. Albuquerque's home for college basketball. 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
All right, you got news this morning. Zeke is signed. He's a Cowboy again. Well, he was always a Cowboy, but now he's going to be like an active one or something, like a Caballero. He'll come riding on in his little Jerry horse, and I'm here.
That was gentleman.
I want to
Caballero is
eat.
gentleman.
Here to save the day.
The Cowboy? What's Cowboy?
Vaquero.
Oh,
Caballero
yeah,
is gentleman.
Oh, yeah, okay. Vaquero. You're right. Yeah, you're right. The hell? He's still
You know a
riding
little
in.
bit.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
Sí, no, es verdad, es verdad.
No, I know nothing.
No.
Also signed Jared Goff, Rams. Big extension, $110 million guaranteed. Signed through 2024. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck, the emboldened Hoser, and Jason today on the ProView Networks. Comcast Channel 26. You can find us there. You can go on the Facebook on our page, The OD in the AM. You can go to their page, ProView Networks. And, wow, Christy says, hey, guys, I miss all of you. All of us?
Oh, yeah.
How about that? Oof. Christy, what's good?
Christy Wait?
No, a different one.
Oh,
used to
different
work here.
Christy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people says, who cares? Russ says, some people say, who cares about Zeke? I say, who cares about Lobos football? All right.
Ouch.
Look at you.
Man, why you gotta kick
Everybody's
the
got a who
Lobos all the
cares.
time?
Yeah, people. It's
Who
like
Kicking
cares?
the dog.
It's easy.
Get off my rocks.
What if we let like all these people produce the show? What would we talk
Be a lot
about?
of hate, man. No
There'd be a
love.
lot of hate. There'd be a lot of. That's a really good point. Be a lot of hate, right?
What would we talk about?
What would we talk about?
I don't like this. I don't like
We
that.
talk about snakes eating
What
snakes.
beer did you drink this weekend?
Yeah, we talk about
A
snakes
couple of
eating
tree
snakes.
beers. I just had a couple of tree beers.
The damn Patriots, and what's on TV tonight.
I don't like red. I don't like green.
Time of games, well, I want it. I mean, I cater to me.
I want my steak well done.
What?
Isn't that the worst? Like if somebody says, "How do you like your steak? Well done." Be like, "What?"
No, that's just what.
That's what they like, man. Why you gotta tell somebody what they like, man?
Man, why you guys?
What
I
if
thought
they
we
li-
were on the subject of
What if-
hating and not liking stuff, and then you
what
guys.
if they like their steak well done?
Oh, man, I give up.
I don't understand.
Finally broke.
Well, you guys were. I was just making another example of,
Are you wearing pants or a pant? It's one garment, right? Here we go.
Right, it's
oh,
pants.
it's one garment.
Because it's got two legs.
It's so
That's why
those
it's
are two
pants.
pant
Yeah.
legs.
It's
yeah.
not a one.
There's
one
two
leg
pant legs. Two pant legs, one
That's right,
pant.
We got two legs, man.
That's right. So you
It's
put
on
your legs
those.
in the pant, legs of the pant.
At the right and the left.
Yeah, whatever. Dan says, "Can we talk Lobo football?" Oh, look at that!
Oh, finally.
Somebody wants to. What's that guy's name?
Is it positive?
I don't know. Probably not.
We can talk global football.
All right. It says Jeffrey, Juan Jose, and Jeho. First of all, the game was hard to watch. Then this is an awkward bye week. I'm not sure how much improvement you can have just doing a week of walkthroughs. Right now, the squad needs games, as many as they can possibly play. I'd play a doubleheader this week if the NCAA would allow it. It's from Dan. P.S. With Sam Houston State against Panhandle State this weekend, we aren't going to know any more about how good the Bearcats are after Sunday or Saturday either. All right.
I think that with everything that happened, it is a great thing that this is a bye week.
You think? Yes.
And you know who has a bye week as well?
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The Notre Dames. The Golden Domers.
Yeah, Notre Dame's got a bye week as well. They're getting ready for Lobo football. 2 weeks to prepare. You have 2 more days, though. They played on Monday.
Scheduling happens.
It's the unknown.
Yeah. Jason is in, says 3 times the amount. Good morning, 4 times, Jay. Hey, included you, Jason. 3 times the amount spent on football, question mark? That's dangerous comment in this market. Because with all the talk about fiscal responsibility, there are people who are going to say if they can do it with less, why can't we? So to those fans who say this, I say those programs can do more with less because they support their entire athletic program. I don't think there's an argument in those markets of I only support basketball team and refuse to support the football team. Prediction, despite the Aggies returning home with an 0-2 record, they will have more fans for their home opener than the Lobos. Ooh, crimsonally, Jason. Over under the 13, whatever, at Aggie Memorial. I'll guarantee you they announce over because they've got a mark to shoot for. There are going to be 6 people in the place, and they'll say 13,400, whatever, one more than them. Right?
Yes.
So, yes, I'll go with your guarantee, Jason. Jason's in on that. All right, so that's what I got for you. Oh, the Federer thing. You see that? Federer lost to Grigor Dimitrov, number 70-something in the world, former number 3. But Roger is out at the U.S. Open. He lost in 3 minutes, so he is done. Roger. Chargers are talking trade for Melvin Gordon. They want a first-round pick. Who?
They're talking to themselves.
Well, okay, so week 1, week 2, somebody goes down. I don't want to speculate, but somebody around the league goes down, like Lamar Miller just went down recently. All of a sudden, is there now someone with whom to speak?
The answer is yes, but if you trade for Gordon, he's not stepping on that field without an extension.
Right. Understood.
And the way things played out, could there become a desperate team and see Melvin Gordon as the difference maker? Possibly. I don't see them getting a first-round pick for Melvin Gordon.
Okay. Will Melvin Gordon play this year?
Yes. He'll probably be
4.5.
a late arrival.
4.5. Over?
Over.
Yeah. All right. As you, well, I think you've all conducted your fantasy drafts now. I believe everybody's got that done. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Adam Deal will be here whenever he gets here. What is that, 9?
Rudy C.
We got to take this break, right? All right. We'll get back to the phones when we return. 246-0610, come on in. It's the opening drive of 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits and not just a job at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top...
Where you go? What's up?
Where you going?
Lots of plays this week.
Oh, that's right. Traveling man right there.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good for you.
It's a good gig if you can get it.
That's right. I'm still waiting on my credential for the San Diego State UCLA game, but I got to believe it'll. I mean, I was told it's coming. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, the Golden Hoster, and Jason. We go to the phones. 246-0610-888-922-0610. Good day, Rudy. How you living?
Oh, I'm living well. I'm going to be real careful what I say here, but I think there are a lot of people that have been calling your show and writing things that are frankly very mean. You know, do we even know Coach Davies' condition? He is.
What did you hear? It was mean on our show.
Well, all this stuff about, let's not go to the game. Who are you punishing? I mean, I'm sick of hearing people saying why they don't go to local games. Like it's some red badge of courage.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't take any courage to be a jerk.
Well, I agree with you.
Every excuse in the world, and they think that they have to just. I don't care. I don't care why you don't go to a local game.
I'm right there with you.
I really don't. I don't care about your opinion. Let me tell you something I learned from Coach Wooden. I don't care about reputation. I care about character. Reputation is what other people think of you. Character is who you are as a person. These people that want to keep taking shots at Lobo football and at the same time, Bob Davie.
Well, do you
They've never met him. They've never talked to him. And while you're doing that, people, you have a right to do it. Why don't you think about his wife? Why don't you think about his daughter? Why don't you think about his son? Why don't you think about his grandson before you sound off acting like you know everything when you know nothing?
Yeah, I haven't heard any personal attacks on Bob. I mean, certainly people are on the program. I haven't heard anything personal, and I don't think I'd allow that. Well, I know I wouldn't at this point. I
didn't hear what Lars said, what you wrote, but he takes a shot at me. I don't even know the man.
Well, Lars said you'll go to any game. No, Lars, I don't think that was a shot. He said they should be. You're going to go to any game, anytime where he feels they should be preaching or scheduling or catering or whatever to the fringe fan. That wasn't a shot. He used your name, but it wasn't a shot at you, Rudy.
Fringe fan. Everybody's a fringe fan by that definition.
Yeah, that's right. That's fair.
There are people who have put a lot into this university and this program. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about people who've done a lot more.
Yeah.
Who aren't even around. Guys like Turner Branch and Larry Chavez. And you disrespect those people too. And when these coaches leave New Mexico, do you think they're going to say, oh, what a great place? Or what do you think they're going to say? And people just sit there and scratch their heads and go, gee, I wonder why we can't get any traction in football and why we can't win.
Well,
because for 40 years, we've let people who don't care about Lobo football talk about Lobo football.
But how do you stop talking about it, right? You don't stop people from talking about it. And my feel is, obviously, if they're talking about it, they care. They say they don't care. But if they're talking about it as much, then obviously they do care. Now, they're not doing anything about it. I don't think there's a lot of people who want to be part of the solution. I think a lot of people, to your point, take a lot of pride in being part of the problem, whether they're going to realize that or not. Jay, don't you think that's right? I think there's people who take pride in being part of the problem. And the problem is, we all see it. I mean, we understand it. And I'm not telling you that Lobo football, Rudy, and I think you'll agree, is absolved of any accountability here, right? They've got to get better. They've got to put out a better product. And they started that with a win the other day. But I hear what you're saying. Look, people have their right to say what they want to say. And I don't think anybody took a direct shot at you or Coach Davie today. But I know you feel it's personal when they take a shot at the program.
But let me put it this way, okay? Everybody wants to compare New Mexico to New Mexico State. New Mexico State sold 3,000 season tickets. New Mexico sold twice as many. So you want to start comparing who? This is just insane.
I don't know. I mean, either way, they both those numbers need to come up.
If people don't take interest in their program and work on their program and leave other programs alone, this is exactly what you get. I don't really care that Jason wants to compare and brag that there's going to be more people at the home opener. I really don't. That's so irrelevant
smack.
when you're talking about 12 and 13,000 people. And by the way, the New Mexico crowd at the football game was bigger than the United, wasn't it?
Announced it was.
Yeah. Well, announced is announced.
Yeah.
There were
you're
tons of people hanging out under trees looking for shade. I get that. But I was there, and I saw the East Stand. And it's so funny that nobody will take a picture of the East Stand. It's pretty full.
Isn't that right?
Okay.
Everybody loves to show you the other
The
side.
West, probably the West.
Yeah.
Well, I've sat on the West side. I've sat on the East side. You know, and when it's hot, it's hot. And I get that. But they didn't take a picture of all the people under the tree.
Well, it doesn't tell the story you want to tell.
This is just insane that people want to kick a person or a program when it's down. That's what's wrong with this society. That's what's wrong with this community. Why don't you try lifting somebody else?
Yep. I look. We're singing a lot of the same hymnal here, and I just feel like this is as a community. And I said this earlier, and again, I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm not telling you what you need to do. I just watched games all over the country and watched the excitement, and I just feel like as a community we're missing out on something that could be really cool.
Yeah, because people have just decided that they're going to be mean and they're going to stick their nose up in the air because they can.
Yep.
And I still, the biggest crowd this year for any live sporting event will be New Mexico versus New Mexico State in 2 weeks. Watch. There'll be 30,000 people there.
I think that's right.
So what people need to do is take a deep breath and try to be nice. That would be a lot easier on people.
Good to hear you, man. Your passion's real. And look, I know some of you are going to take a shot at him. He's right in a lot of respects. His passion's real. You're going to come back with, why you don't go and whatever. But he's not wrong. JJ, I think to his point, I think people do take pride in being part of the problem. And nobody wants to be part of the solution.
Jeffrey on the line.
But Jeffrey's going to, and I know what Jeffrey's going to tell me. He'll tell me it over lunch today, too. Hello, Jeffrey.
Well, two things. Federer lost in 5 sets.
Federer, what did I say? I said 3. I have 5 written here. That was my bad. I knew 5.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
six,
not
6-2 in the
call
5th.
you on anything.
No, if I was wrong, I was wrong. 6-2 in the 5th set. Yep.
Yeah, and it was kind of a metaphor for his just age. The guy he's playing is like 24, and Federer's 38. Federer won 2 sets out of the first 3, and then just attrition and time. With that 5 set, I think he just wore his opponent just wore Federer out. And a guy's 38 years old, 20 majors. I'm not going to be too critical of the guy. But with respect to Rudy, I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say. What I'm going to say is this. I'm a UNM graduate. I think I've mentioned this before in terms of Lobo support. I've poured in over $30,000 of my own money into that program as an alumni. But the problem with Lobo football, as far as the way Rudy puts forth his narrative, his argument, his position, is he puts it forth as though it's a moral issue. It's not a moral issue to be disinterested in Lobo football. I'm a Lobo graduate, an alumni, a Lobo club member, and all that. And just because I'm not interested in Lobo football does not make me a bad human being or disrespectful of Bob Davie or any of those other people. It's not a moral issue. It's just not an interesting entertainment option for me, and apparently 98.3% of our population. That doesn't make those people bad people. It's not a moral issue. It's not relevant. Does that make any sense?
It does. It does. I understand it.
Yeah. So
and I think that's different but I think that's different than a lot of what we get, where we get a lot of these, why I'm not going to the game. Well, obviously you care enough to tell me why you're not going, so there is some interest there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's more of a ridicule. Almost
right.
like
I think that's a different issue.
Yeah, it's a separate issue. But I just wanted to, being this interested in Lobo football, by itself as a standalone entertainment option does not make me an immoral person.
That's correct. All right, man.
Got it. Thank you.
2460610. Keep them coming. Morality police. Adam Deal, 915. It's big deal. We can go deal or no deal.
30.
Ooh. I'm the bald guy. Deal or no deal? If I put my hands like this, deal or no deal? Is that how Howie Mandel does it? It's the opening drive.
20.
5.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal and ProView Networks.
Major this year. Did Father Time actually catch up with Tiger from April at Augusta to now?
Weekdays at 1, The Sports Animal.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. And one other thing I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas or Eubank and Manal.
Do you love football? Then get with the program and get down to Hooters to catch the game, crazy good wings, ice cold beer, and the best fans on the planet. You love wings. You love ice cold beer. And who doesn't love the world famous Hooters girls? All the games, all season. Hooters.
Catch all the games at Hooters and enjoy great specials like a draft beer and 10 boneless wings for only $10. Served up by the world-famous Hooters girls.
Drop the sunscreen and step away from the grill. Dell's Labor Day sale is here with massive deals. Save up to $300 on some of the latest Dell and Alienware computers with Intel Core processors. And don't miss out on an amazing selection of top brand electronics like iRobot Roomba vacuums, all with free shipping on everything. Just call 800-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/Labor Day. Don't miss this summer savings finale. Call 800-BUY-DELL for huge Labor Day deals.
Call us up at 246-0610 or 888-922-0610. Brought to you by Quan's Auto Care, Collision and Mechanical Repair. We make it better. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal.
Can we talk about Zeke's deal?
What?
Jared Goff, $110 million guaranteed.
No, sir.
What is that? Who are you? I mean, I like it. No, sir. No, sir. I don't even know what that is, but it was good.
Please, sir, more
that's
porridge.
my,
I'm hungry, sir.
What's that guy's name?
I don't even know.
Stephen
it.
A. Stephen A.
Oh, that
Smith.
was him?
Yeah, no, sir. No. How's that? You like it?
Yeah, shot in my face. That was Stephen A?
Yeah.
That sounds
That's
like
my Stephen A.
A poor English boy.
That's what I thought, too.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll call it the poor English boy.
No,
Hey,
sir. No.
It's cold. Can I have some porridge?
Yes.
Cup of tea, baby. Some scones.
It's the opening drive of 95.9
Spike this
FM
guy's
and AM
oatmeal.
610, the Sports Animal. He's Hoser, and I think you're drunk, dude. I think we should drug
What?
test you this morning.
I only
Honestly,
had a couple of tree beers.
I think
man.
we got to put you
Just
through
a couple
the.
of tree beers. That's all.
Can we get a drunk stop here? Can you touch your tip of your nose or whatever they do? Can you come backwards by threes? Like John Gruden?
Mira.
197, 94, 91, 88, 85, 82, 79, 70. Can you do that?
Coming back by threes.
That's what Gruden did on.
That was that the highlight of Hard Knocks? Because I saw it last night.
Oh, what
on
a
social
disappointment.
media.
Disappointment.
Was very disappointing.
Oh, I didn't see Hard Knocks live. I forgot
They're
to
like,
even
what a
record
boring
it.
season.
Oh.
Really? Was it, so it ended poorly?
Yeah.
I didn't see last night's.
Didn't feel
You
like
didn't
they
miss
covered
that.
the Antonio Brown situation at all.
Hey,
there
Zeke-
wasn't any drama.
Yeah, that's fair. It's good. So this is what I tell people about, because I thought it was good. I don't think it was the best. I thought the Rams one was better. The Jets one was better. The Browns. I mean,
Browns wins last year. Everyone was just looking for Ned James.
it's like that's
Ned
right.
James.
I tell people about the bowl, and some years we have great years, and some years we have good years, but there's no bad years because we're pumping money into the economy, right? I mean, some Hard Knocks, some years were good and some years were great. I haven't seen a bad one. I didn't think it was bad. I thought the access was good. I thought the production value was good. I thought the personalities were good. But yeah, that was one of the highlights.
Kane on the line.
Gruden counting down from by three.
Yeah.
Can you do that? 197, 94, 91, 88, 85, 82, 79, 76, 73, 70, 67, 64, 61.
Oh, wow.
Come on, can you do that?
No, I can't.
Come on, can you
Never even
and the
tried.
guy's going, God, how long did that take? I don't know. Count down by threes backwards.
And
where
now
I'm the
they're
head coach.
on to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's right. Ken, what's your trick? Good morning, Ken.
Hey, guys.
How's it?
Good morning. So I'm going to make some comments, and please interrupt me when I am not properly informed on Lobo attendance, because this is my understanding. NCAA bylaws states that if a program within 2 years average 15,000 or less, they get dropped from FBS to FBC.
Yeah, I'm not
status.
sure if that's still there. I know that was, and it's an average, and it's a running average. I want to say it was 3-year running average, but let me see if I can find that. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's why as a UNM alum, my wife graduated, my daughter's going there, my youngest daughter will go there. I have a lot of problems with UNM football, believe me, but I will be there for the UNM NMSU game. And some of that is the reason why really I'm trying to motivate people to try to get that average attendance up. That would be an absolute death blow for this program if we got relegated down one division.
Of course.
So I think that maybe is something we should think about as Lobo fans or fringe Lobo fans. Also, the way UNM fudges the numbers, which is super interesting because they do not have electronic scanners for the tickets. So basically, when they say there's 13,000, there's 13,000 in the building. That is including the hot dog vendor. That's including the person cleaning the bathroom.
That's people who are in attendance, though, right?
People who are in the building. But
People
if you go
who
to
are
other,
in attendance.
Universities,
Yeah.
when there's 110,000 seats, at the big house, when it says attendance 110,000, that's butts in the seat.
Yeah, but they
That's
also,
not
well,
included.
that also includes if there are any season tickets or any tickets that are sold that are not used. I mean, I think, I don't think, I know that standard measure on attendance, baseball, certainly Division I football. I know Larry Barker made this a big deal a few years ago for basketball. Standard measure on attendance is tickets sold. Like how many those count even if they didn't get used.
Okay.
Because that's
And
paid
then also
attendance,
my
right?
next point is season ticket holders. That includes comp tickets to the big donors. That includes 50 tickets they give to Gala Chevrolet, for example.
All right, so let me ask you this, Ken.
Get,
So you say comp. A big donor gives. Give me a number for what's big. Is it 10 grand? Is it 50 grand? What's big? So is
no,
is
what
in
I'm saying,
theory
that
he
doesn't
buying
mean that
50?
That doesn't mean that those 50 tickets were used at the game and that they were at the game.
That's correct. That's correct.
So if you're using that number right off the bat of 6,800 season tickets as an attendance for last week's game, that does not mean that those tickets comped were actually butts in the.
Okay, all right. No, all that's right. So what's the point, though?
Yeah. So the point is that we need to get to the games. That's my
I'm
point.
with you.
My point is that we need to do everything we can to support this football team through all its warts and through all its scandals and through all its problems. Let's get to the game. Let's try to get 30,000.
Well, be a part of the solution instead of the problem. I mean, everybody's got a decision, and I got a text during the break, and I don't care about Louisville football because they're not good year after year. All right, be a part of the solution and not the problem if you want, or don't go. But
there's a lot at stake.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So
I
much
agree
at
with you.
stake here.
I agree with you. That's a good call, Ken.
And so we'll get down to to Sam Houston State's going to be in our conference from now on because we're down to FBS.
Yeah.
Or FBC. It's like, do we want that? So let's just try
some do.
hard to kind of bridge our differences. Let's try hard to get out to the game. At least go to one game as a person in the community. Let's try to go to one game this year. If we just all go to one game, that's really going to help that attendance and support this team.
Good to hear you, man. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. What do you think? That's a big part of the solution.
I think that's
Paul.
fair, and that's it's easy to get caught up in the negative and just rolling downhill, kind of what happened the last 30 minutes of our show. Like, what are we doing here? What's fair conversation is why and what will change it, right? Like, so not just I don't like it, or you do not like it because, well, they're not good. Well, will you come back if they start winning? And it needs to be moments, and I think that's a fair place to start. Is New Mexico, New Mexico State, wherever that game is at, it's going to be big because you're combining both fan bases.
Should be.
So you have that moment for each program every other year at home. What can be the next one? How can you get a couple of those and then start building momentum? Because it's easy to stare at season ticket numbers and look at what both programs aren't doing, but you got to start somewhere, and it's with moments, and then hopefully there's some carryover from there.
Oh, that's right.
So we got big moment coming up, the 21st.
Yep.
What happens after that? What will this football team look like, and can there be any carryover? What's going to be that next game? And that's really what it has to start, so you can get to that point to get people then interested in investing back in the season. But with all that being said, too, it's the uncertainty of the head coach. And does that
Mike on the line.
change the expectations for Louisville football this season? How does that?
Slow Mike.
Of course, you have two different conversations. We have the product, we have the community, and then the health of Bob Davie himself.
Yep, and all that's part of the conversation. It all is. All right, we'll continue the conversation. Hey, fellas, if you could feel better, wouldn't you do it? Of course you would do it. The question really is, if you could feel better, why would you not do it? And you can do it. So do it. Call NuMale and feel better. NuMale's helping guys all over the country. Guys who are lacking energy, dealing with hair loss, low T, erectile dysfunction, all things that are natural, fellas, when men reach a certain age. It's nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you do not do anything about it. That's on you. Do something. Call NuMale. 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688. Feel better. NuMale offers you the cutting-edge programs, the latest treatments. Guys are benefiting from these treatments all over the country. Guys maybe like you, who are done feeling fatigued, done feeling a lack of energy all the time, done dealing with erectile dysfunction. Call NuMale at 505-652-1688. NuMale's right here in Albuquerque, and they've got a tremendous success rate. If you are suffering from erectile dysfunction, depression, tired of being tired, and just flat out want to feel better, NuMale is for you. Call them at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688 and feel better.
Hey, it's Michael Carlisle.
And Mike Trujillo. is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital.
The time. Deal or no deal? No deal yet. No deal. Back to the board. All right, Howie, I'll have case number one. All right, Alana. Case number one. Show them a little. Make it little. Make it little. All right, sorry. 24606. I'm auditioning. Figure they won't know the difference. Bald guy's out. Bald guy's in. Who cares? Mike, thanks for holding. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. How you living, Mike?
Living.
What's up, Mike?
I'm doing well. I just want to talk about Noble football.
Please do.
Yes.
Please do.
He's really snoring like Rudy C. My ears perk up when he gets on.
Good.
For some reason,
That's
I
good.
like Rudy. You know, I love Rudy C.
I like him too.
Just trying to stay positive. About things, the football program used to be horrible. People don't, going way back, it's probably before your time here.
They've been horrible in my time.
We only used to get, we only used to get like 2,000 at the stadium.
Oof.
That football field was horrible. Aggie Memorial was horrible. I mean, the best stadium in
All right, but now we're better.
The best football field in this state was Field of Dreams. I mean, people don't realize how bad it used to be. I mean, I was just thinking they could like improve it a little bit more by maybe cooling down the field. It gets hot. Have that artificial turf gets real hot. It gets real cold. Also, they gotta maybe regulate the temperature a little bit, where it's like natural turf.
Yeah. All right, that's good.
Go Lobos.
Go Lobos.
Thank you.
See you. All right. I've been here. I've been here 23. This might be my 24th football season. So yeah, I've seen some down ones.
If they can nuke a hurricane and you can get that Navy out there to pour ice in the ocean.
All right, first of all, you can't nuke a hurricane.
Down. I'm sure we could get a
You don't know that.
air conditioner for.
I saw that.
What's worse than a hurricane?
It's amazing.
What's worse than a hurricane? A radioactive hurricane?
Right. Did you see that video, by the way?
Of what?
Florida man on the news.
Doing what?
He's upset with our military.
He's like, why isn't the Navy out there pouring ice in the water to cool down these hurricanes?
To stop the
Get them planes flying in another direction to spin it somewhere else. Like, that was a real news.
He a caller to our show?
They control it. They're God.
Is he one of our callers? All right, Adam Deal's here. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, the Golden Hoser, Jason. Deal or no deal?
We've got a deal, folks.
Deal.
What happened to the Happy Meal deal or whatever?
I don't know, man. Why has it got to be the same one every day?
It does not. I like this whole Howie Mandel thing, though.
Do you?
I think you're more charismatic than him. You could carry the show way better.
You know what? Have you ever seen him do stand-up?
Yes.
He's terrific.
He's funny.
He's really good, and he's been doing it for a long bleeping time. All right, you got. Let's go last night, man. 1 versus 2 high school volleyball. It's our prep segment. You watch Adam over on ProView Networks on a regular basis. He is the executive director over there, hosts his own show, and does all the big games. I believe you were you in Clovis last week? You were not.
Clovis.
Were you in Clovis?
Clovis.
You and
Jason
Sebastian
Poole here
Noel.
directing. Yeah, it was. I mean,
Was it warm?
We got back. It was really hot, and then at night it cooled down a little bit. There's some storms around the area, so it was nice. It was good, like kind of West Texas, East New Mexico weather. It was great.
Yeah, that's good.
But we didn't get back till like 4 a.m., so that was kind of.
And then went to work the next day.
Yeah, and then we got to do it, and then we had to do some Las Cruces El Dorado the next day. So hey, that's what you got to do. Hey, if we're complaining about broadcasting games, then we got problems.
No, I know. Who won Las Cruces El Dorado?
Las Cruces hammered.
Really?
And I mean hammered them, and now Las Cruces has kind of asserted themselves.
What was the score?
As 48-14.
Why was that so brutal?
Yeah, you know what? El Dorado played. They played West Mesa to start the season.
Yeah, I remember 51-0.
There you
if
go.
I'm not mistaken.
And it's just.
I mean, when I'm in town, I kind of
West Mesa, I'm sorry, wouldn't beat a lot of JVs.
Ooh.
That's real.
Yeah,
okay, so
He
the
doesn't say that
measuring
with
stick
vitriol,
didn't
it
do
just-
well, and I don't think El Dorado. I think they lost a lot of talent last year, and so I think you're going to see that this year.
All right. Wow. And Clovis was good. What do I got this week? What am I looking at?
Let's see. We got
Game of the week.
We changed to my 50 game of the week actually because we figured this matchup was.
Oh, went to the lefty.
So we did a little flex.
Omaha!
NBA
Omaha!
Flex action, right? NBC flex action.
I like that.
You know,
Well,
flex.
there's still a couple things I want to get to the last weekend.
Okay.
You had Rio Rancho, both Cleveland.
Yeah.
Stepping out. Not great results for you there.
I don't remember last time Rio Rancho and Cleveland lost on the same week, to be honest with you.
What's happened more over the last 6 years? Rio Rancho and Cleveland have lost on the same week, or New Mexico and New Mexico State have won on the same week?
That's an unbelievable question. I would say New Mexico State.
Winning?
No. More? Yeah. New Mexico State winning on the same weekend, I think it's happened more than
It's
Rio
happened
Rancho,
6
Cleveland
times. Is that what we
lost.
decided? Because I put the over under at 6.5, and it came in.
Listen,
we had a
Cleveland's
miscount.
lost 12 games in the last 8 years. So, I mean, that includes 2 state championship and 3 semifinals, you know. So
That's not very many.
No, but so you'll get Franklin beat
Yeah.
Cleveland 36-13, and then Pine Creek beat Rio Rancho
Now,
62-30.
2 things. Franklin is a very good Texas school. In fact, ranked right now in heavy Texas football, right? So they're very good this year. They returned a lot from last year, which Cleveland beat them last year. So I didn't really expect Cleveland to win that game. I didn't expect to see the score I did, but this Franklin team's the best in El Paso by a mile and a really good West Texas football team. And then that being said, Rio Rancho just played maybe the best team in 5A football in Colorado in Pine Creek. And so I expected a couple of losses this weekend from both of those. I expected Rio Rancho's loss to be lopsided 62-32. I mean, that's a lot of points if my math.
Well, we know these
94.
teams are still
good at math.
very good when we talk about them in New Mexico high school football and where they are. But what does that do for them just as a program when we play these?
Well, I mean, to be honest, Cleveland's used to beating all these schools like, when they played Lubbock schools, Cleveland wins, or Rio Rancho has, or West Texas school, Franklin, Cleveland wins. And even Rio Rancho has played a couple of Colorado schools in the past and beat them. And so I think this is kind of, this is kind of putting New Mexico where New Mexico is right now. I mean, they're just not going to beat the best in Colorado or the best in West Texas, right?
So that's that whole argument, right, that they've got more, they're bigger, they're faster, they're better, and I don't want to open this can of worms, but it kind of opens the can of worms of, why don't we have more New Mexico kids? And I think this illustrates the top of Colorado or Texas football is just a little bit better.
There's no doubt. And I think it's been great the last 4 or 5 years that Cleveland have been able to beat these West Texas schools and kind of show up a little bit for the state of New Mexico. It's great.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, that doesn't mean it can never happen.
But it's. I mean, this is where, they should be. I don't think there's any measuring stick, though, that Cleveland will not play a better team than El Paso Franklin the rest of the year. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it's. I think Heath Ridenauer and his team are going to be fine, and I don't expect Cleveland to do a lot of losing this year.
Adam Deal from ProView Networks is sitting in studio with us. It is the Big Deal Meal, Super Deal, Special Meal, Deal or No Deal segment. Anything else? Such a deal? No deal. They're all.
I like them all.
Do you like any of them actually?
Fun. I love them all actually.
We're talking about. So what is your game of the week this week? You flexed out to what?
So we do Clovis, Rio Rancho, and basically our first two games have been Rio Rancho and Centennial. Centennial's starting to look really good, and then
it's always the same teams.
I mean, you're just trying to pick the best games.
I can't get an Albuquerque team in there.
You're trying to get who's going to watch, right? That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get, and if it's the best competitive game, you want the fourth quarter, you want good ratings.
You're going to hurt
how it is.
You're going to hurt the gate out there.
I'm
kidding.
You're going to hurt the gate.
So how do you see that one playing with Clovis?
I think it's a pick-em. Rio Rancho is better than the record. Now, I've went over this. Rio Rancho's record, or schedule is out of control. They play the top 5 teams still in the state, and that. I mean, they're already 0-2, and they still have to play the top 5 teams in the state. So Rio Rancho's got their work cut out for them. But I think Coach Hausen and company know that they've got to steal these wins to start making their way to the playoffs. I think Rio Rancho and Clovis, it's a pick-em. I think Clovis is very good. If you watched our My 50 game of the week last week against Las Lunas, Clovis struggled a little bit early, but then came on, used their physicality up front. Their running game was great, and I mean, I think Clovis is one of the better teams in the state. I have them ranked 4 right now still, and I think they're 2-0, and I think you got to watch them. Chance Kelly's a great quarterback. They've got playmakers all over the place. Malik Phillips has a record through 2 games in Clovis history with 64 receptions. 64 receptions. That's ridiculous.
Quite a few.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, 33 receptions. He's been fantastic, and so you got it. It's fun. It's better, I think, when there's more teams than just the Metro that are good. So I think it makes it exciting.
All right, you got another one in you?
Yeah.
Where you gotta
go? Me and Jason Pohl over here. We'll skip across the couple of streets down to our studio, and we'll do a show.
Are you guys really
there.
gonna skip?
We will skip together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Grown men skipping across town. I love that.
Arms length.
Grown men skip. For crying out loud. Arms length apart, though. It's the opening drive. Adam Deal's here. You can get in. 246-0610 if you got a question for him. Send emails. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. Pine Creek is only a 4A school out of Colorado. That's from somebody who says
apologies.
They know. Yeah.
They only go to 5A, so I was thinking 5A, 6A.
Right, there you go. Thank you for that. Appreciate the justification. What's the word I'm looking for? The correction.
Classification in the classification.
The classification correction.
Perfect.
The justification of the classification. That's good. Thank you, Golden Hoser.
You're welcome.
It's the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal and ProView Networks.
The Sports Bar with
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Seaville and Highland were playing for the undefeated.
Shut up, really?
I would say no way.
2-0.
I love that. I'm not allowed to I got to sign up or sign in. Leave me alone. How about Mazzano? How they living?
So we just got word, right? Jace Malcolm.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Second right now in passing behind.
What his mama says.
Chance Kelly,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. Manzano's got a tough one at Centennial this week. Centennial with a nice start to their season. I'll tell you, Jeff, we talked about, like, and JJ, you know this.
Jared, by the way, Jared Melfi had a punt return for a touchdown.
Did I
last
say
week, too.
Jared?
No,
Did I
you
say
said
Chase?
Chase, the other one, and then little brother had a punt return.
Got you.
How about the Melfis just owning Manzano over there now,
I guess so.
taking it over?
I was telling you guys, in the past, South has been down. They're they got a couple teams this year.
Ooh,
they
South
do.
is back. Who they got?
Would you say they're on the rise?
So,
oh, look what you did.
Cruces. A lot of people have Cruces ranked second. I still don't have them that high, but get this. Down south at the Field of Dreams, Las Cruces will play host to La Cueva.
Ooh, how come that's not your game of the week?
There's a production company down there that has kind of rights to these games.
Oh, it's like the
Watch
home
out.
team has the rights?
Yeah, it's the Field of Dreams. The guys that do it down there, they do a good job. So, the game can be watched. I'm pretty sure it can be streamed. I think
On
if
the
you go to
NFHS network?
No, I think it's Las Cruces Public TV. Go to Las Cruces Public TV, and I think you can find the stream there.
All right, who do you like? It's a 3:00 game on Saturday. Hondo against San Juan and Grady. San Juan and Grady put their teams together. They're now called the Bronchos.
I'll take the Bronchos in San Juan.
Why?
Because
you got to take
that's-
someone.
I flipped a coin, and that's what it said.
All right. Crown Point and Hot Springs. What?
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs. All right. El Dorado goes out to Cleveland, and they got to get together. Is that going to be an ugly one?
Yeah, it is. I think so. El Dorado, they struggle to run the football. They want to be a running football team. I don't think they have enough on their offensive line. Cleveland's looking for somebody that's not a West Texas football team this week, and that happens to be El Dorado at home. So I think that Cleveland and the Dorian Lewis train will be just fine.
How did Dorian Lewis play against?
It was I think pedestrian. There wasn't much offensively. Cleveland couldn't move the football, which doesn't happen much. But there's opportunities, I think, for teams to start presenting themselves. Like, for example, if Cruces does beat La Cueva, La Cueva's now 1-1. If Las Cruces does, they're showing you that they can win the state title this year, which I think would make football better here in the state. The last few times it's been great, I guess, as a Metro guy, the guy that grew up in Rio Rancho, just to see kind of Metro dominate a little bit, but I think it's kind of tired now. I want to see these South teams. I want to see Clovis be good. East, you kind of want it to be dynamic. Yeah, it makes it more fun. So I can't wait to see kind of the results this week to see how things go.
Hey, Adam, tell us a little bit of what you saw from Los Lunas. I know they kept that game close. The third quarter seemed to kind of get away from them. But you still like them in 5A?
Yeah, Los Lunas is big and physical. And, they started to dominate the game. And, in the first half, and Clovis made a tough game because they scored 3 touchdowns in a row and also had 3 2-point conversions in a row after Los Lunas had taken the lead 7-0. And all of a sudden it's 24-7, and it's a 3-possession football game because of those 2-point conversions. When you're connecting on those, it can change the game. It really can. And so Los Lunas scored, which should have made it a 1-possession game, but it doesn't because of those 2-point conversions, and so that's why they lost by 2 scores. But 30-15 loss is not bad in Clovis, and I think by a mile Los Lunas should be favored in 5A.
By a mile. He's Adam Deal, the executive director of ProView Networks. He's in studio with us. All right, you did a 5-set match last night. Girls volleyball, top 2 teams in the state, and they did not disappoint on ProView Networks.
It was unbelievable. So Mariana Sharp, who's a senior for La Cueva and has won a state championship, I think 2 now, starting since she's a freshman. And then you've got Sydney McIntosh, Aaron Jones. These are like the best players in the state, and they're all in La Cueva, and they all return from last season's undefeated state championship run. And they take the first 2 sets against Ciebla, who returned everybody. And I mean everybody. They're all juniors and sophomores last year, and they returned everybody.
Everybody!
Angelina Oliver, unbelievable middle hit, and then Anna Huggins, who's the player of the game last night. And so La Cueva won the first 2 sets, 25-11, and then 25-15. Looked like they were just going to mop Ciebla. Ciebla comes back, wins a tight one, 26-24, forces a 4th set, wins 25-21, and then wins the final set 15-9 in a good one, and it was so they came back from 2-0 down to
Here
win
you guys
it.
were thinking you were getting out after 3. It was going to be a sweep. It goes 26-24.
I know.
You look at your boy Jason Polk. Go, damn, dude, we got to
maybe
hang
rolling
out.
our eyes a little bit on that, but it was fun when those games are fun.
Don't tell me no.
When those games are fun, though, it's okay, right? Like, it's okay if it's fun, and it is. And those are the 2 best teams in the state, in my opinion. All the coaches have Centennial ranked number 1, which drives me nuts. Like, LaCueva won the state championship last year, went undefeated, returns like 4 of their starters, should be ranked 1, and I think Cibola should have been ranked 2, and now flip those right now. So that's how I have it. It was great, though. It was fun. It was our first game on ProView Networks, JJ, so you know how volleyball can heat up.
Oh, let's hear. I just like hearing Cibola.
Yeah.
What they're
doing great in everything,
Volleyball.
right? 2-0.
Football's turning out young team.
How's the
Excited.
cross-country team?
Excited.
Good.
They can run.
The big academy meet the other, not academy, Cleveland meet last weekend.
No.
Yeah, Cleveland Academy, Hope. Yeah, they all did. I saw some of the numbers coming out. Pretty impressive times.
I'll
coming
tell you
out there.
this, cross country, for the first time, ProView Networks will broadcast the Metro Championship for cross country.
When is that?
That would be, I believe, the second week of October.
Oh, yeah, right when it gets a little chill.
Yeah.
All right, so we should look forward to what this week?
You do have on Thursday night, I mean, who would have saw it coming, but Cibola is taking on Highland, and so that's Thursday night, Comcast 26, streaming live on the NFHS network. For the battle of the undefeated, both teams are 2-0, and so I love to see it. Some new teams starting to rise a little bit. I like it. Highland obviously has been really struggling, especially with numbers, and I like it. And then Friday you've got Cleveland and El Dorado. El Dorado needs to do something, so does Cleveland. That game was also Comcast 26, or My 50 Game of the Week. Rio Rancho playing host to Clovis. And then you've got a Carlsbad team coming in 1-1, taking on a Trisco on a Saturday. And check this out.
This out.
My man Jason Pohl is going over to Las Vegas, New Mexico, as Highlands plays host to Fort Lewis. So we got some college football.
Who's calling that? Sebastian Noel or
that would
Richard
be Richard
Tripp?
Tripp. He's the Don, man. He's the Don of.
Hey, what'd you make? I know ProView also does Duke City Gladiators games. Yesterday, a little bit of a bombshell. Dominic Bramante was not retained. The owner, Gina Thomas, says we're going in a different direction as we go into our new league. A little bit of a bombshell, no?
Man, I love Dominic Bramante just as a friend, and I think he's a great coach, obviously. I mean, what he's done, he's been to the championship 3 times, won it twice. So it's hard to hear it. Gina Thomas, she's got to do something. There's a business side, right? And so that's completely different when it comes to arena football. They're in a different league. I wish that Bramante could still be around, to be honest. I know him well. He's a good friend, and I think he's just a really good coach. So I think it's tough.
I spoke with both of them yesterday. We haven't even really got into this. I spoke with both Dominic and with Gina yesterday, and both, we're going to go our separate ways and new league. And Gina said we want somebody who's got IFL experience, and I'm like, this is an interesting sell. And I said to her, you're the boss. You got decisions to make. Change is hard. You got to, you're going to have to sell this one because Dom has been very, very popular in this community. And I think he's done things certainly in the community, and obviously there was something going on in the organization.
Sure.
But he's been good, brought him 2 championships. So now they got to go onward and upwards. All right, man, it's good to see you.
Oh, wait, last thing.
Yeah,
APS Metro Championship for boys and girls is also being streamed, soccer, on Friday night. So boys and girls championship, boys I think go at 6:45, girls at 7:15. We will have them streamed live for you.
Hey, Adam, before you go.
Weekend.
Adam, before you go.
Yes.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Let's go, Zeke.
Feel better about that?
Let's go, Zeke. Get your money.
You feel better now?
I don't know.
All right.
Carry on.
Sure. Carry on,
with
my
your
wayward
day.
son.
That was motivation.
All right, no deal. He was Adam Deal, and you can watch him on everything that's on ProView Networks. I literally think everything except for the Steve Davis Show. Right? I mean, you're on everything.
There's a lot of good talent at ProView Networks. A lot of people do some good things.
All right. Go enjoy that. We'll come back, wrap things up, get to the phones, and when we return, it's the opening drive. We're on ProView Networks and 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by the National Association of Realtors, who will stop at nothing to find you the perfect home. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Hall of Famer Mike Piazza. These days, Piazza spends much of his time in Parma, Italy, with his wife and his children who attend school there. We're enjoying the European life, Piazza told MLB.com, adding, "It's nice because there's not as much pressure now. You just enjoy it. Drink the vino and mangia la pasta." He's also an annual guest instructor at the Met Spring Training, and when asked what lesson he tries to impart on today's ball players, Piazza said, "Looking back as a player, you don't really appreciate your career when you're going through it because of the pressures and the ups and downs. I tell guys, just enjoy your career because it goes by that quick." Here, I agree with that. So happy 51st birthday, Mike. Wow. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Bungalow, apartment, flat, farmhouse, fort, lodge, cabin, cottage, chateau, palace, shack, crib, condo, shoebox, duplex, manor, mansion, McMansion, hutch, hut, pad, shanty, villa, castle, cave. No matter what you call it, a realtor knows how to find you the perfect home. We're more than an agent or app. We're trusted professionals serving you, your family, and community for over 100 years. That's not just what realtors do. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Want to save time and money? Walmart has free 2-day delivery with no membership fees. That's right, free delivery and no membership fees, unlike some of the other guys. Millions of items are eligible. Think about that. Whatever you need delivered right to your door for free. What are you going to do with your extra time? Catch up on your favorite show, maybe just relax and take a nap, whatever it is. You have that time because of Walmart's no-fee 2-day delivery. 2 business day shipping, minimum $35 order, restrictions do apply.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Hey, we don't want to offend Eli here, and it's not fair to Eli and everything he's given. You're in this situation because you felt this way. Sports isn't a Hallmark greeting card. You got to be honest here.
Weekdays.
Lenny.
Animal.
Lenny. Lenny, you know Lenny.
With you. 4. In the comfy Highlander with seating for up to 8. In the sharp 2019 Camry with its available cockpit red leather seats. And in the all-new 2020 Corolla, loaded with attitude and the latest tech. We're with you. Let's go, Toyota.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Highlander with $1,667 per $1,000 borrowed. Or get $3,000 cash back on a new Highlander. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Excludes hybrid models. APR
It all made sense, yes.
services cashback
Very nice. You got it.
does not include college, got a military rebate. Must be part of the transaction. No cash.
All you need is a couple.
September 30th.
Visit Toyota of Santa Fe, Larry H. Miller Toyota Albuquerque, or Larry H. Miller American Toyota. For more information, visit Toyota.com. Toyota.
The 2019 Ford F-150 is... Wait, what's the word?
1 minute, last spot.
Describes something that has a body made out of high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy. Something with best-in-class torque and payload that can tow up to 13,200 pounds. And something with the smarts to know that even after being able to do all of that, you can always use a little help from available Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Oh, that's right. I remember the word. It's tough. The 2019 Ford F-150. Built Ford tough.
Max towing is achieved on F-150 XL Super Cruise, 6.5-foot box, 3.5-liter EcoBoost, 4x2 with Max trailer tow package. Max payload is achieved on F-150 XL regular boat, 8-foot box, 5-liter, 4x2 with heavy-duty payload package. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR. Max towing varies based on cargo, vehicle configuration, accessories, and number of passengers. Max payload varies based on accessories and vehicle configuration. See label on door jam for carrying capacity of a specific vehicle. Towing and payload are independent attributes and may not be achieved simultaneously.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
You might be beating me on this bracket, but in the game of life, Carlisle, I got it all.
Game of life. I've already walked off the field, I've showered, and I'm home in bed.
Weekdays at 3. The Sports Animal. Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You trying to play something? What are you doing? Oh, look what you did. In honor of Jared Goff getting paid. It's been a while since we've heard this.
What's a victory song?
It is.
Jared Goff is
Ram it.
victorious.
Do you know how to ram it?
Rams Nation is confident.
Oh, that sounds good. So let's ram it today. Just ram it.
I like that game on Sunday. Rams.
You got to get up like on the TV now. We can go like they do. I'm Big Bad Jackie, and I'm here to say, like he does the video.
Yeah, I forgot.
Right
we're
here.
on TV.
That's right. They just paid Jared Goff. Oh, ram it. That's right, baby. Rams paid their quarterback $110 million guaranteed. Woo! Yeah. All right. How's that feel, Zeke? He got paid too, though. What do you got, $50 million? That's not a booger. I'll just tell you that right now.
I like that game this weekend a lot, though.
Which game?
Rams at Panthers.
Yeah, Rams at
See how
Panthers. That's where we
Newton
opened.
coming off the shoulder. Yes, had the foot sprain, but I'm interested to see what the young, hyped wide receiver core does. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel. You're getting plenty of Christian McCaffrey.
Will that be a national game? That'll be a CBS game. Like CBS New York get that? Because when you get on the plane, they get CBS New York. They get the New York channels. That's what I got to watch football on the plane.
And kind of how does Cam Newton play at this stage? He's still got to be himself, so he's got to be able to use his athleticism.
Yeah.
And then, Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff, Brandon Cooks, it's going to be a big connection early on. And while we saw the postseason, we've heard about the load management for Todd Gurley. It's going to be the Todd Gurley show early in the season.
It's going to be all about Malcolm Brown.
Sean McVay's going to be calling those plays and be like, yeah, you're healthy. Let's go.
Yeah,
Darryl
boy!
Get in there, Malcolm.
Now we're talking football.
Get in there.
The hell with these contract holdout craps. Melvin Gordon, Ezekiel Elliott. Don't bring me down with that. Now we're talking football. He's Big Bad Jackie, and he's starting you off. The Rams just signed Jared Goff. Hello, Lenny.
Morning. How you doing?
Excellent. What's up?
So the Cowboys lost the poker hand on this one.
All right.
I mean,
They
if you're
paid
going to pay him
everyone
this
this
much,
offseason
you should have just paid him that at the beginning of the
That's right,
offseason.
and got his butt in camp. You're right. You're not wrong.
So, I mean, it made no sense, but he got what he wanted. But now that sets the market. Now, Melvin Gordon is not in the same category with Ezekiel Elliott.
That also is correct.
Okay, he's probably the 6th or 7th best back in the league. So the most he's going to get is probably David Johnson money.
Is Leonard Fournette better than him?
But now the Chargers, if the trade rumors are true, looking for a first this year or a first and a third next year,
Where are they getting that from?
the XFL, they're not getting it from any team.
So
in the league.
I asked JJ this earlier. A week or two in, and a running back goes down, and I don't know who. I don't want to speculate. I mean that's not cool. But somebody's running back goes down. All of a sudden, is there then a market? Is then there conversation for Melvin Gordon for a one?
True, but right now, let's look at Miami. They're rebuilding. They got a lot of draft capital. Why don't you try to trade him to Miami for a number 2 for next year?
Because you want a number one, and you think you can get a number one.
You're not going to get.
I got
even
that.
If a running back goes down, no one's going to give up a number 1.
How about if you do this? How about if you do this? Send Melvin Gordon to Miami for a number 2 and Josh Rosen. Who's your quarterback of the future? And then maybe Josh Rosen gets a chance to actually do something.
Because Rosen's not going to be there beyond 1 year.
That's right.
They already know,
And you can't even evaluate him with that garbage team. And so it just depends how long you think you got with Phillip Rivers. I mean, Rivers may think he's playing until he's 50.
Rivers is going to be at the new stadium at least for next year. I'll give Rivers 2 to 3 more years.
All right, so then maybe that's not the move.
Even if Rosen has to sit for 2 or 3 years behind Rivers, look who you're learning behind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with that, and I think
professional.
And I think Eckler and Jackson are adequate to get you through what you want to do this season with the roster you have around them.
I think they're more than adequate.
I agree.
To get them through.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing: the Chargers needed help with losing Derwin James at safety. Didn't make a move for that, and then you lost Russell Octon with the pulmonary disorder. So now you lose your left side protection. Where are the trades being made for Gordon for that?
I don't know. I don't think they
So
were
you're
existing.
shaking your head, but the market's now been set, and then also now we get back to Dak Prescott. He's not getting Jared Goff money.
Nor should he, by the
because he hasn't done the one thing that you needed to do. You haven't gotten your team to the Super Bowl once. So if he thinks he's getting Jared Goff $100 million, $110 million guarantee, it's not happening.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
He should be getting 27, 28 million a year, maybe 75 million guaranteed.
Okay. That's fair. And I got to believe when it comes down to it, his camp's going to realize that. Now, they're going to try to get every nickel they can, and I don't blame them. But you're right.
If you put him side by side with Golf and you just blacked out both their names
That's
and
right.
you look at the stats, who's had a better career?
It's inarguable, Lenny. It's not even a conversation. So you're right. The market's
So
been reset, but to your point, he's not at the top of the market.
No. So his looking for $40 million is ridiculous. Just like if Melvin Gordon thinks he's going to get Ezekiel money, it's not going to happen. but the Chargers are losing leverage on the trade. If they're waiting for an injury, that's the worst thing you could wait on.
Well, I don't know
Because
what,
what if it's the wrong team that gets the injury? That team that's not even trying to win. They're not going to look to make a trade to help themselves if they're looking for for a higher draft pick for next year. But Miami's in a rebuild mode and has like 75 to 80 million in cap space for next year.
All right.
So
All
that
that is
trade
not
you
wrong.
mentioned, it actually is a good deal.
That's right.
Let them go with Fitzmagic for the whole season.
That's what I do.
And then maybe Nathan Peterman when he comes off for IR. Now that they got
Nathan
their savior and
Peterman.
Deshaun
Stop it.
Kaiser in Oakland.
Stop
the Raiders this season.
Stop it. You think he's going to start for the Raiders at some point this season?
Flamethrower.
You thought, is that what you think?
Deshaun Kaiser?
No, Nathan Peterman.
John Gruden loves Nathan Peterman.
Did they cut Glennon?
He can't come back till week 9 because he's on the IR with designated to return.
Okay.
You actually think he's going to start a game?
You just heard that out of his mouth, yeah. Yeah.
Gruden says a lot of things out of his mouth, like he can still coach.
Mm-hmm.
And then last thing, and I hate to say it with New Mexico State, I took Alabama and the points and took the bet. I'll get 55.5 points, and take Alabama.
That's a lot. All right, man. Enjoy the week or the day. What day is today? Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. All right.
Wednesday.
All right.
See you. All right.
Well, it sets up perfectly when Nathan Peterman gets back from the IR. Late in the season, Oakland is struggling. That man's going to be the starting quarterback for the Raiders.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is.
All right.
Over your boy, Mike Glennon.
My boy, Mike Glennon. I dig me some Mike Glennon. He's got a big, long neck, though. He does.
I'm really surprised that John Elway hasn't found a way to acquire Mike Glennon.
He might be able to soon.
Wait till next year.
He might be able to soon. Hey, did the Gladiators thing surprise you?
That, yeah. Oh.
Yes, but not when I heard why.
When you heard why? When you read the release? Or when you heard other things?
I heard other things.
Like what? I mean, anything you can say?
What are the things?
Just what you told me.
The secret things.
All right. Dom did a heck of a job, man. And I talked to Gina yesterday. I talked to Dominic Bramante yesterday. Obviously, there was something going on, there. And Gina felt she needed to move on. She wanted somebody, she said yesterday on Channel 13, and she told me she feels they need somebody with IFL experience as they go into that league. That, I don't know how big a difference there is. Evidently there is. So that's where she's going to go, and they'll have a new coach soon. I wonder how many people, and we're going to find this out. Now, this I don't know. How much of that fan base was loyal to Dominic, and did he go out and get, or is that staff going to be able to retain? Because you think they've got an incredible opportunity here as they move into this new league, right? Better league, higher profile league, higher profile opponents. They have an opportunity to grow. I'm going to guess, and I don't know this for a fact, but if you up in the league, you're probably going to have to up your prices a little bit. I guess. I don't know that for sure, though. How much of that base, was loyal to Dom, and how much will they retain? So we'll see. Adam Deal was here. Thank you to him. Tomorrow, Jerry Palm. No, Jerry's going to be with us on Friday this week. That's a little curveball this week. I don't know. We may have some Lobo football tomorrow.
We'll see.
We might.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. The Jim Rome show is next. The Dan Patrick show will follow that. Sports Bars this afternoon at 3. No Lobo talk on this bye week. And then we'll be back with award-winning radio tomorrow morning again. 7 a.m. in your ear and in your eye on ProView Network and on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. All right. Enjoy the day, boys and girls.
20.
Jason Bowles are produced on ProView. The Golden Hoser.
Hey, I didn't mess up today. Nice.
You don't think so?
Yeah. 10.
AJ Buck. Go out and be good to each other. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
The Jim Rome Show. The sport.